Alrighty, let's get this started. Good morning, everybody. We are going to be attempting to use Baz Anderson's recent regional winning team from this past weekend. As with most new teams trying out, it's going to be an interesting process. I mean, obviously, he's a master of the team because he built it himself, and he's very used to gravity. I seem to struggle with gravity teams. It's just like you have to have a certain setup and you have to be aware of certain matchups. So be prepared for some losses. I mean, didn't try this in yesterday's stream, but I'm going to try the widget for my spinner. If you didn't know, I made a spinner, which basically every time I lose a battle, I'm supposed to spin it and then do whatever the spinner tells me to do. I'm going to test out my Discord bot and see if that works now. There we go. All right, so that's up and running. Don't know if my followers stuff is working. Okay, so I did this as a test. That seems to be working, so that's good. All right, so I lowered the bit rate for the audio, the video. So hopefully that helps me with the issues we were having yesterday with the audio and the video not syncing up very well. So we will see. Okay, we're up against, I think it was an Italian player, Kyogre, Ferrothorn, Incineroar, Nihilego, Tornadus, Rayquaza. Okay. So immediately we're going to be a little bit worried about the Prankster Tailwind. And we also have the possibility of Trick Room with Nihilego. Especially with the Ferrothorn there, you want to be careful with letting him set up Trick Room. Just for help, we're going to try just Mewtwo Gengar, Groudon to block the rain, Lele to block the fake out if needed, if I feel there's a fake out coming. And we're just going to try it out. Baz just put up his team report yesterday, so I was watching that last night. It seemed like a lot of battles he just led Mewtwo and Gengar. He went over some tech. I got home from work late and watched the video, so I was falling asleep in and out of it, so I might have missed some of the importance of certain matchups. So let's see what happens. 1 second, I have to get my rabbit. She's caught into something. Hey, get out of there. Start with that. All right. Let's just blow up this Tornadus and switch into Lele. Yeah, I'm going to be babysitting my rabbit for quite a while in this stream. I let her out to play. She likes getting into mischief, so we will see what mischief that she is going to get into during the stream. Could be kind of hilarious. I'm hoping this isn't Sash Tornadus. I know most of them are running Z-Stone now, and Z-Crystal, whatever. mainly because of James Bakes, and that's probably the case, so got that knockout. And Insora did not go for a fake out, he went for a U-turn instead, which brings me a little bit above half. And I noticed that a lot of builds on this team weren't very bulky, they were pretty physical. Here, the Rapids getting into mischief again. One second. All right. I guess in matches like this, I'm supposed to bring Whimsicott because of getting tailwind up as well. But and that way I can also have maybe Lele so he can't prankster taunt me, because the Whimsicott in this team actually has chlorophyll. I guess Baz did that because of he always has a Lele in his team, so he doesn't want to just screw his own Whimsicott into not being able to use prankster. So what I can do here is I will switch out to Groudon on this side, and I will go for a Moonblast into Rayquaza to block any water moves and to hopefully get some damage off onto Rayquaza, because it probably sees Mewtwo as a threat, being the restricted. So see if this works. Worst case scenario, if he reads this and Earth powers into it, but he's probably just gonna Dragon Ascent and Water Move. There's the Dragon Ascent into Lele. Of course. Hopefully there's a Water Move. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, that's right. He didn't. Okay. He didn't Mega Evolve, so that's why the Water Spout was able to go on. Okay. Rip. Yeah, so like I said, there's going to be a lot of getting used to this team, getting used to matchups, getting used to what I'm supposed to lead against, so I don't just get destroyed like in this game. Obviously, if I see like a Tornadus again, or anything with Prankster Tailwind, I'm going to have to bring Whimsicott to attempt to get matching Tailwind up, because opposing speed control is bad news. This will be a perfect opportunity for me to test out my wheel bot. See if it works. It does work. I'm going to dab. Okay, dab. There, I dabbed. Okay, on to the next one. And if there's anything else you guys want to add to the wheel, just put it in the chat. I can add stuff to the wheel at a later time. I just put some pretty silly things on there for now. I think I have on there like for me to like scream, do push-ups, explain why I lost, dab. It's just something silly. I mean, try and do stuff that's different than other streamers, not just stream Battle Spot and be boring. I'm going to try to do something a little different. And being I'm not really as skilled as a lot of the other players that are playing, having something that is fun to do when I lose, which will happen probably quite a lot, will be something that's fun. All right, so we have Fabio with Zernogre, Kangaskhan, Finny, Tornadus, and Amoonguss. So, okay, so let's see if this will be any better. We had the situation last time where I was unable to get up speed control. So if I try to bring in Lele Whimsicott to block any type of shenanigans. Of course, the only problem is there's Finny in the back. There's a potential that Finny could also come in, and Lele has Adrenaline Orb, doesn't have Scarf, but it still probably outspeeds Finny because I'm timid, max speed, so okay. Definitely want to bring in Groudon to stop the rain, and probably want to bring in Gengar. Yeah, let's bring in Gengar. Or actually, yeah, I probably need it for the Xerneas so I can at least survive one attack. So we'll try this out. And this is like the process. This is going to be today. If you're just joining, just trying the team out. This is again, this is Baz's team he used this past weekend to win Sheffield Regionals. He shared the team yesterday on YouTube and with all the spreads. So I'm just trying it out. Again, it's a learning process. I'm probably going to lose a lot. Learning matchups. So, okay, here we go. That's the lead I predicted. Kangaskhan Tornadus. He's going to try to get Tailwind up. So, at the very least, I can match Tailwind. I can't stop it because I have Taunt, but I'm not Prankster. I'm Chlorophyll because Baz wanted to keep it as Chlorophyll so he doesn't get screwed. And plus, because normally I'd be able to taunt even in terrain because Tornadus is flying. So hopefully he reads into that because typically Whimsicott is usually faster than Tornadus. So I'm just going to try to get up a Tailwind for now. And might as well go for Gravity, see if I can get some cheeky Grass Whistles up to start the fun with this team. A lot of it is going to be Gravity Sleep Spam. Of course, the only problem with this is going to be that Kang is probably going to have the ability to knock out either of my Mons with a Double Edge. But again, we're just trying things out, having fun. Okay, so he went for Taunt in Terrain, so that was interesting. So I got the Tailwind up and I got the Gravity up, so I'm probably going to lose a Mon here because of Double Edge. But then, of course, I could always go for Groudon memes with Gravity Precipice Blades. So that could be a thing. Which I might as well do now to take advantage of Tailwind. But of course, he's probably going to set his own Tailwind, so I don't have much time to take advantage of this. So one thing I could do, being he's probably going to switch or protect, is to just get the Swords Dance up. The question is, will he reveal his Finny and bring that in to block any sleep? He doesn't know that I'm Chlorophyll yet, even though I did go after. I mean, maybe he's just thinking that he's faster. I could go for the Grass Whistle on the Kang, go for the Swords Dance to guarantee some knockouts. Protect, okay. Not something you typically see on Kang. He's probably going to do a Tailwind yet to match. Okay. So now his Kang is probably going to be faster than my Groudon. Groudon's max speed, but Kang is most likely max speed as well. So we can try Grass Whistling into the Kang again and just going for P-Blades. He could always Z-move into my Groudon. So we got that. It's 91% accurate in Gravity. Air Slash. Okay. We take those. And that should knock out both. Of course, Sash, okay. So he has no Z-move, he's Sash. He could probably just only air slash in terrain because obviously the terrain's gonna block anything else from like taunting or anything. There's the Finny, and gravity is still in play. So even though Tornadus is usually flying, he's still grounded, so I can't sleep him. So one thing I can do really is I can Moonblast into the Tornadus to get the knockout, and then I can have single target P-Blades on Finny, which with Swords Dance should be powerful enough to knock it out. So then obviously Moonblast takes the 1 health away from Tornadus. And the P-Blades comes, and again max speed, so I'll outspeed the Finny. And it's enough, good. A little worried there because Finny's obviously bulky, but okay. Now Tailwind's out. So I can always, if Kyogre's coming out, yeah, there's Kyogre, to prevent any type of potential speed ties. In case he's max speed 2, I can just protect my Groudon and then go for another Tailwind on Whimsicott, and then it should be GG from there. Problem is I have 1 turn of gravity left. What do I have in the back? I have my Gengar in the back, which will definitely outspeed. So I think it is safer to go for the Tailwind Protect. Just to get this definite speed advantage, because if he is max speed, he does the speed tie. It's not going to be worth just losing my Groudon because of a speed tie. Is that's like a 50-50, where missing Precipice Blades is 15%, aka like 50% as well, the way it seems. But I get Gengar back, so could go for Blind Hypnosis, but I'm not going to do it, obviously, because the train's still out. I could go for Sludge Bomb to get damage off. That's going to probably be my best bet right now. And then just go for the P-Blades and hope I don't miss. But this is P-Blades, so we'll see. 85% chance to win the game. There's the Sludge Bomb, does about a third, and there's the P-Blades. Okay, so that hits, so I win. If it missed, I probably would have lost, because then even Origin Pulse would have easily probably knocked out both, because Gengar has some bulk into it, but I think it's like more on the physical side of bulk, not the special side, so that would have been GG on his side. So take a win. That's good. Check on my rabbit real quick, make sure she's not getting any business. I'll be right back. Alright, so she's sleeping in the corner, so we should be good for a little while. So again, let me know if the video is looking okay, the audio is looking okay, if everything's going okay. I fixed the issue with my bot. Me being a noob to Twitch and all, I forgot to turn the bot on, so I can display my Discord. So if you ever want to, if this chat actually grows to more than just what I'm typing, you can type in !Discord and my Discord will come up and you can join it. Has a bunch of cool stuff to talk about, not just Pokemon. I have other sections for like other games. You talk about anime, movies, music, sports, anything pretty much you want to talk about. There's a spot for it on that Discord. So we're trying another battle. I'm not even going to say what a rating is. It's pretty bad. Just tried a few games before stream. Didn't really go too well. We got a Japanese player, 15-13. Again, that's the whole process. When you're trying a new team, you got to expect to lose a lot to get used to the team. Got interesting setup here. We got Groudon, Xerneas, Gengar, Ditto, Arcanine, and Stoutland. So Stoutland is usually really good with, obviously, sand, and sand isn't really prevalent in Ultra Series because of the Primal Weathers just totally taking sand away, and you're not able to set sand because the Primal Weathers are more awesome than the minor weathers. So we have an Intimidate possibility with Arcanine. There is no Fake Out, so I will most likely be faster. The only problem is that my Gengar is 1 speed point slower than max speed. His Gengar is most likely max speed. So one thing I could do is bring in my Lele for the potential of a speed boost from Adrenaline Orb along with Gengar. And then bring in Groudon and Mewtwo in the back. So try that out. That way, if there is an Arcanine, it does give me the boost. If I wanted to, I can always go for Gravity Hypnosis that way, because my Lele would be faster with the Adrenaline Orb speed boost. Let us see. There's Arcanine Xerneas. Okay, very good. So there is going to be the speed boost that I will get, and I will be able to block any type of priority. He has the ability to roar my Gengar out. So if he's smart, it's hard to say this when it's like a lower rated player. He should protect Xerneas or switch before he's locked in. Because if he just protects, he'll be locked in. He won't be able to switch the next turn. So I'm going to full on predict that he is going to switch the Xerneas out. So I'm going to Gravity Hypnosis into the Arcanine, assuming he's going to switch. And we're going to see if that works. He did not switch. So if he is, he's either going to protect or he's just going to be a typical low class player and just, yeah, okay, good, protect, got you. Okay. So but now, only problem with that is he can't switch. Okay, so we have Choice Scarf Arcanine locked into Snarl. Choice Scarf Arcanine. Mm-hmm. See, the cool thing about my streams, you see a bunch of memes first here. I mean, what? Nani? What? Okay. All right. So I'm gonna just Psychic into the Arcanine and Hypnosis the Xerneas. What? Okay. So now that I have Xerneas asleep, I can just Psychic into the Arcanine, being it's already had a turn of sleep and will most likely wake up knowing my luck. Fortunately, we saw with the damage calculation that another Psychic will take it down. Probably gonna just go for the Hex, even though Sledge Bomb will probably do more if I calculate right, like 90 times half. Actually, Sledge Bomb I think will. Sledge Bomb probably does more still. So we'll go for the Sledge Bomb and hope for the second turn sleep. See if we get it. Oh my god. You gotta be shitting me. A crit on me too. What the fuck is this game? Alright, so I got a very bad roll. And he's probably gonna wake up here. Okay, at least he stays asleep. Okay. Alright. Okay. So I'm gonna at least take this Arcanine out. And because he's choice Scarf Arcanine. And we're just gonna go for a Hex and see if that does more damage. Maybe I get a good roll. Okay, so not only is he Scarf, he speed tied my Lele after the boost. Okay, this is just messed up. Scarf Arcanine, yes. Hey Austin, what's up? Yeah, it baffles my mind. I can't explain it. And of course, being I got crit with the Snarl and snarled again, this is not going to be a good time. So only thing I can really do is I can sack the Gengar, get into my own Groudon, and survive at least one attack from Xerneas and go for the P-Blades, and then try to get some more chip damage into the Groudon. So I'm going to protect the Lele and just gonna go for a Sludge Bomb into the Xerneas and see if that works. That should still kill me because I'm so low from all the bullshit from the first couple turns. Hey, 4 viewers! How are y'all doing today? You just joined the stream. I'm trying Baz Anderson's team that he won with Sheffield this past weekend. Probably did quite miserably, but we will see how this goes. Now, if the way this battle's been going is going the way it's been going, most likely he's going to A, crit my Groudon with a Moonblast, and then B, outspeed, or speed tie me, and win the speed tie, and P-Blades, and then knock out my Groudon, and knock out my Lele, and then that's just going to be GG, and we'll go on to the next match. But let's see if this works. Alright. So we're going to basically go for a P-Blades and a Moonblast and pray. Probably gonna lose my Lele here. Yeah, Aussie, they're the masters with this. I mean, I'm a pretender with this. I try to do well with it. Okay, how the hell did I outspeed? I am so confused. So his Arcanine was Scarfed and outsped my Lele, but my Lele outsped his Geomancy Xerneas. I don't know, but I got both KOs, so who cares? Damn. All right. So somehow we're gonna probably win this match, and that's gonna be amazing. Okay, so now we got my Mewtwo coming out. Ran for 2 matches and found that I don't get. Yeah. I mean, I ran his team with oh, there's Stoutland, MVP from MLC. or MBC. I'm sorry, MBC. All right, so we already know that it's not Scarf because there was already Scarf Arcanine revealed on this stream, on this battle. So I'm just going to blow this thing up. I'm just going to blow it up. Forfeit. Okay, good. Nice. All right, so we get the win there. That was a very confusing battle. Let's go on to the next battle. uh, so we're starting to get a couple of wins with this team. Off stream, I played with this team, and I got a lot of losses with a lot of silly things. But we're learning as we go. So we're trying the next battle. Austin, how's everything sound? Is the sound okay? Video okay? Dan 1455 from Italy. We got Lunala, Rayquaza, Incineroar, Milotic, Xurkitree, and Stakataka. It's a very interesting team. Now, the main Lunala answer for this team is to use Scarf Togedemaru with Nuzzle and then use Hex with Gengar. Only problem with that is, which has happened quite often to me when testing, is that Incineroar usually leads and then fakes out the Togedemaru, and it's just bad times. So probably won't be able to do that. He's probably not going to bring Milotic. I have nothing that can intimidate to give it boosts. Probably not going to bring Xurkitree because Groudon. So he's probably going to bring in the other four. He's going to be leading with Incineroar, most likely. The question is, which setter will he be bringing? No, I'm thinking he's going to lead Lunala. So one thing we can do is we can do Gengar Lele, and then have Mewtwo in the back and Groudon, and try that. There's a very good chance he leads Incineroar, so I'll get the Adrenaline Orb boost. Oh, cool. Everything's synced. Thanks, Austin. And then Lunala will come out, so I'll definitely outspeed. He'll probably protect and try to, like, take me out with Incineroar. But let's see if that lead even happens. Gengar Lele on my side. And Incineroar Lunala. Okay, so I predicted the lead. Okay. So now I'm going to be faster. So he's either going to try to switch out or he's going to U-turn because he can't fake out. He could be Darkest Lariat. He could be Snarl. I mean, his Lunala's got to protect here or go for Trick Room or Tail. It looks like a Trick Room team. So one thing, I can just go for a Hypnosis into Lunala, I guess. I don't want to leave that Incineroar hanging. But let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's see. Withdraws, okay. Milotic. I don't know why you bring that thing to this match, but more power to you. It does get the boosts with other stat drops. So if I do shoot him a Moonblast, it lowers his special attack. Then that would still give him the boosts, which, with my luck in the past few matches, that'll probably happen. So the Incineroar is either going to like blow me up with a Darkest Lariat or a Z, Insignium Z, or she's just going to switch out. Snarl, okay. So what I can do is I can put the Incineroar to sleep and bring something out that can take advantage of Milotic being out there. What I'll probably do is just Hypnosis into the Incineroar slot and then just bring in Groudon. exert immediate pressure. Then he can't switch, obviously, because I have Gengar. And then we just have to hope that he doesn't get the one-turn wake-up. But I should be able to be greedy and get a free Swords Dance up here. It could also be Dragon Tail Melodic. That'd be very strange, but I've seen stranger things in this stream already, so I wouldn't be surprised. Fast asleep, okay. I think that was the first turn of sleep. And that's technically the first turn of sleep too. That's the other thing I don't really like all the time about this Gengar Hypnosis stuff is you automatically give them the first turn of sleep because most likely they're going to be slower than you. So they can easily wake up the next turn. Like right now, I could just be fucked up and just get blown up. But I mean, there's nothing really he can do to my Groudon. So what I can try to do is get some chip damage off onto the Melodic and then just go for a Swords Dance. And then if they wake up, see what they do. Okay, so he's going for the Protect. So get the Hex off. And that should get a Swords Dance up. That did nothing after the Snarl. Okay. Woke up, of course. U-turn. Okay, so if he brings in Lunala or Stakataka, it could be a situation where there's a wide guard, which is quite likely. I mean, most Lunalas... Oh, it's Rayquaza, okay. And the item is Leftovers. Okay. So I still have 2 turns of Gravity and Psychic Terrain stuff, so he cannot Extreme Speed me. And but he will be faster than my Groudon, so I have to Hypnosis into the Rayquaza and just go for a P-Blaze. And hopefully it takes out both, but we will see. Unless it's Choice Scarf Rayquaza, just watch it being Choice Scarf Rayquaza. I'll just die. I'll die. Not just in the game, I'm just going to die, literally. Okay, he's trying to protect again. Okay, good. No Choice Scarf Mega Rayquaza on stream, so that's good. Let's see how much damage this does. I'm hoping it knocks out both. Nice, okay, good. Now Incineroar is going to come in and it's going to lower my attack to +1, but I still have Psychic Terrain up, so he can't fake me out. +1 should still take out Incineroar, unless it's bulky, but most times Incineroars are very special in their bulkiness. Hey Nebby, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so we got the Lunala too. So here's where I'm concerned about the wide guard. What I can do is I can still Hypnosis the... Let's see, I think I have 1 turn left of both Psychic Terrain and Gravity. So I have to make every use of this possible. So at the very least, I can put Lunala to sleep. It's either got to Protect or it has to wide guard. And then I can P-Blades, so that way either he wide guards to protect the Incineroar or he does nothing and just takes everything and loses. So, nice, okay. Lunala will probably survive this. I doubt Incineroar will survive this. It is +1, but let's see. Yeah, okay. So, should be in good shape now. The Lunala is going to be, it's the first turn of sleep. Should be able to go for the Hex, and that should be GG. He should forfeit here, but let's see. Go for the Hex, and let's go for the P-Blades. I mean, no use risk losing the point +1, and he forfeits. So, GG. It's a nice 4-1. See, at least I'm playing well on stream and not like I was before stream when I first tested this team out, because I was just terrible. It was terrible. But we take those. Okay. So how's everyone doing today on this beautiful Tuesday morning? We're back over 1500s. Yay! All right. Anyone doing anything special today? Just hanging out? Yeah, normally I would be ending the stream here because my wife usually would be coming home around now, but she's working all day. She's working overtime today. Oh, my buddy sniped me. Ho ho. Alrighty. So we got my buddy Austin, Duskmane, Kyogre, Tornadus, Lele, and Manectric and Persian. Austin's going to log off so he doesn't cheat. I'm not going to talk much about this battle. Let's see how this goes. For those who don't know, Austin is my my partner on our MBL team. We call it the league the MBC. So yeah, it's a pretty cool league. I mean, you can look us up on Twitter about how the league is. He has his own Discord as well. I'll after this battle have him share that. So maybe if you guys want to just join as spectators from now, maybe join the league. Okay, I should pick my mons now because this is going to be. Okay. We'll see how this goes. Austin's a very good player, so we will see. All right. Let's see here. Does he have trick? He said he logged off, so I can talk a little bit. All right, so he's got the team composition looks very fast, so he's got to be Ultra Necrozma, but he probably stays in to try to get my Lele. At the very least, I got to get my Tailwind up. Go for Protect. See what he does. There we go, nice. Alright, so I should outspeed the next turn. So he's probably going to my Lele because it's a threat. Yeah, matching Tailwinds. Smart. Alright. Oh, he goes for that side. Alright, so basically he outspeeds my Lele on both sides. He could probably, being both my mons no protect, he's probably, I mean, no Moonblast, he's probably going to just protect that side and just try to get the kill with Tornadus. So what I can do is just go for double up into the Tornadus and see if that works. He does protect. Okay, cool. So I made that read. So which proves that he is actually logged off like he said he is, because he would have heard that otherwise. So let's see if this is enough to get it. Special attack drop, it's not going to matter if... Okay, I still outspeed too, so that's cool. Oh god, that does nothing. That's a bulky Tornadus, son. Oh my god. Hurricane. Hits the Hurricane without the weather. Okay. So now he blew his Protect, so I can bring in Gengar. And you got to think he switches out here. I mean, he pretty much has to, because I'm faster. And I can just blow him up. We'll go for it. We'll go for it. I'm going to outspeed both, so I'm just going to double into that Necrozma. Because the only thing Tornadus can really do is Hurricane. Offensive-wise, with the terrain, he can't really do anything. So he's going to definitely outspeed. Okay. There's a chance he can actually outspeed my Gengar because the Gengar is 1 point below max. So there is a chance. Oh, he does go to the Z-move, okay. He's probably going to Z-move into my Gengar just for the easy kill. Z-move into Lele. I mean, the power of this Z-move, there's still a chance he could probably KO. But he's probably just going into the Gengar. So if he does, then I'm just going to get the easy KO with the double into it. And then we'll have to deal with the Tornadus. And because he'll be able to switch again. You guys can go get coffee. This Z-move takes a while. Yeah, he went to the Gengar. Gengar's dead. He probably didn't have to do that. He probably could have just used his standard move and probably would have just killed it outright. There's no way I'm surviving this. No way. No. I love how like the HP like purposely goes down really slow to give you the hope that you're going to survive, and just no, you're just going to die. Okay, so at least will take care of Necrozma. And I'm down to 2 Pokemon though, so obviously they bring Groudon out, and he has 3. And I don't have Gravity up, but I do outspeed. So if I wanted to, I could always just go for... And he has his own Lele, okay. Now, I don't think his Lele is Scarfed, because he has said before he doesn't like Scarf Lele. But he's already used his Z-move, so it can't be Z-move. So let's see. Let me see how many turns of Tailwind are left here. I got 1 turn of Tailwind. He's got 1 turn of Tailwind. So he can't do Tailwind this turn, but he can easily... And he just protected, so he's got to either switch or go for Hurricane, which I think he's going to switch. So I should just go for a Swords Dance and a Gravity. Goes for the double protect, okay. Psychic into the Groudon, probably. Holy shit, that does a lot. Alright, so this might be a little interesting now, because he could just go for the Tailwind again and protect on the Lele side. So I just go for P-Blades and go for a Psychic into the Tornadus. Yeah, he just goes to the Tailwind. It just depends on if I outspeed the Lele or not. If I can just blow up his whole team, that'll be beautiful. Okay, no. But it goes for Moonblast, though. So there's a chance. There's a chance. There's a crit. And a special attack drop. P-Blades will definitely hit his Gravity. But now it's going to be a... Oh, Sash, that's cute. Okay. So now it's going to be a game of who protects, or which one I protect on, but he's going to outspeed me regardless, and he can knock me out, either of my guys out, so I probably lost this battle. And there's Kyogre, so yeah, I lost this battle. Only thing I can do is my only win condition is to double protect, to actually triple protect to stall out Tailwind, which is not going to happen. Because he has 3 turns of Tailwind left, so yeah, that's not going to happen. Only thing we do is play it out. We will try for it. If we get the triple protect, we have a chance. There's 1. Let's see if we can get 2. This is probably over, but we're trying for it anyway. Why not? So you guys will probably get to see the wheel. I might as well get the wheel booted up here. Got 1 double. Will I get 2 doubles? Nope, not get 2 doubles. So I already lost this anyway, because even if I do get the triple protect, there's no way I'm going to be able to take out Kyogre with any of my moves. But we will try for it anyway, just for shits and giggles, to see if it happens. Nope. Okay. There we go. GG, Austin. Nice game. Let's see what the wheel says. Explain why I lost. Okay. Reason I lost. That second Tailwind, letting him get up a second Tailwind, was obviously crucial in that. Because once he got the second Tailwind up, he was able to just outspeed, and my only hope was to triple protect at the end. Because I had no form of speed control after my own Tailwind was gone. He had a nice prediction early on, going for the Sunsteel Strike into the Whimsicott the first turn. So I should have been more offensive with the Lele. I predicted him to go into my Lele and not into Whimsicott. So even that turn alone, getting extra damage off on the Tornadus could have been helpful, because as you saw, like, it was very bulky, so it would have taken 2 attacks to kill it. So if I had gone offensively into the Tornadus, I would have had better chance to then go into... Hey! That was a bulky-ass Tornadus, dude. My god. I'm just explaining to the chat. I did the wheel thing, and I rolled explain why I lost. So I was saying getting your second Tailwind up was key. That let you take advantage of the rest of the battle. And the first turn, when I protected Lele, thinking you were going to go into it with Sunsteel Strike, and you went the other way. I think if I was more offensive with Lele, getting a little bit more damage off on the Tornadus, that would have helped out. It did, yeah. That was pretty cool. So you wanted viewer battles, you got viewer battles. So if anyone else wants to viewer battle me, go ahead and snipe. That's one good thing about this stream being in sync. You know exactly when to go for it. But that was a very good battle. So GG, Austin. I like the team. Looks nice. All right. So we got, what, 252 HP, 100 special defense, 100 defense, 28 speed. And I was wondering why I was able to outspeed you. Because typically I'm thinking it's like max speed, and I can easily get the outspeed. A Japanese player, 1495. We got Incineroar, Groudon, another Tornadus, very popular Pokemon today. Gengar, Yveltal, and Finny. Okay, so In his own video for this team, Baz mentioned that the worst Pokemon to face against with this team is Yveltal, and we have a Yveltal on the team that we're playing. So that could be a problem. Again, with Tornadus, the best thing to do is to try to at least tie the speed tie with a matching Tailwind. So leading Whimsicott is usually always ideal when you see a Tornadus. There is possibility of fake out with the Incineroar, so we can always go with the Lele to get the Adrenaline Orb boost. Of course, he can always bring his Finian to get his own terrain up. We might need Gravity, so I mean, Groudon's going to be clutch if we can get that Yveltal grounded. Or at least Fire Punch it a bit, and then we can get the Gengar out to do Gengar things. Yeah, I don't want to bring Mewtwo. It's just it also has Focus Blast, which would be good against Incineroar, but in a match I played earlier off stream with it, it still doesn't get the KO. I was kind of questioning why he picked that move. I mean, maybe it's a stack attacker roll, but Aura Sphere I would think would still get it because it's still special and it always hits. So even if you're playing against like some chancy bullshit, you'll still be able to hit it. So again, predict the lead. So that's good. Getting better with that. So and then Austin, I was telling him while we were playing, if you want to like put the link to the Discord for the NBC on chat, in case anyone that's watching wants to join, they can do that. Just as spectators, could be some new blood if we lose anybody. Okay, so gonna obviously go for the Tailwind to get some Tailwind action going. Gonna get Gravity at least set so I can hopefully do some stuff with Gravity for the rest of the match. See what he does. He obviously can't fake me out. He's probably just going to Tailwind, and he's going to... sorry, I guess I'm not allowed to let you post links, so I can probably do it. Okay, so I went for Tailwind. I'm guessing he went for... I missed what he went for. Damn, Nightbot. Flare Blitz into the cot. Please don't burn me. Please don't burn me. Please don't burn me. Please? Okay, good. I was thinking he was going to burn me. So, did he go for... he didn't go for Tailwind? He went for Tailwind, okay. So, we're basically on speed tide now. Could Grass Whistle into the Incineroar. Go for a... he has the Yveltal on the back. So I could go for a Moonblast into Tornadus, thinking he's going to switch into the Yveltal and try to get that. Okay, he doesn't even go for that. Alright. So that takes off quite a bit. Special attack drop. Grass Whistle misses. Alright. That's fair. Okay. So he does the Icy Wind. So now I should still have the speed advantage over at least Incineroar because I did get the +1 speed boost. U-turn probably going to be into, you would think, Yveltal or his, I think he had Kyogre. Oh, I forgot already. Let us see. Yveltal, okay. So we still have Gravity up, so I should try to take advantage of that and just freaking go for it. Or... he can't Sucker Punch me. The best bet is to, he's going to outspeed me, though. Because he's faster. could protect and go for P-Blades. Because he can't do 2 Tailwinds. Yeah, definitely go for P-Blades. He could probably foul play into the Groudon too. That could be something he would do. Starting to think that he's going to probably do that, so maybe I won't protect with Lele. I'll just go for a Moonblast and hope that he doesn't do the foul play. I mean, he's probably most likely doesn't have Protect on Tornadus because Tornadus usually doesn't carry Protect. So his only option is to switch Tornadus out or go for a Hurricane out of Rain. So Yveltal, I should be able to get some damage off onto it and hope that it's decent. It would be a really nice bonus if I still outsped the Yveltal because I'm timid max speed. So that's really close. I know Yveltal is a little faster than that if it's max speed, so it just depends if it's max speed. So it goes for Hurricane out of Terrain and gets it. Out of Rain and gets it. Dark Pulse, so he does outspeed, goes doubles into it. So he's going for the flinch, and he's going for the confusion. So this does good amount. So if I am not confused, this will be double knockout. And I hit myself confusion. Of course! Oh. That's gotta be one of the biggest slaps in the face ever is to A, hit Hurricane out of Rain, and then B, get the confusion, and C, hit yourself in confusion. Okay, but at the very least, I am able to get something with my Gengar now. So you got to think that he's gonna protect with Yveltal if he has Protect, because I'm faster. So I might as well go for a Sledge Bomb into the Tornadus and then go for probably Moonblast. I'll just play it safe. Screw it. I'll Sledge Bomb into the Yveltal and I will Psychic into the Tornadus and see if that works. Doesn't switch. He had the potential to switch because you can still switch the turn you are Mega Evolving. You don't get trapped in until you are Mega Evolved. So he's not going to protect or anything. So it's going to depend if he gets the Hurricane off again. Icy Wind, okay. So he's just trying to lower my speed to help him for the rest of the match. But he's going to take both of his Pokemon away doing that. But I can't switch because I'm down to my last 2. Okay. His Tornadus isn't as bulky as Austin, so we got the KO. Alright. I think my rabbit's causing some more mischief. I might have to go see what she's doing soon. Yeah, she's over there. Be right back, guys. My rabbit's in the place that she's not supposed to be. Wascally Wabbit. Alright. Unfortunately, I didn't miss anything because the animation took so long. Yeah, Snowball hijinks indeed. I mean, I'm being nice letting the rabbit out, not letting her be trapped in her cage all day, so she can at least run around. But she likes getting into mischief. Alright, so reality of this is I'm probably screwed. Best thing I can hope for is that I can still outspeed Groudon after the speed drop and put it to sleep. Because I still have 1 turn of Gravity, and then I can go for a Psychic into it as well. See if that does anything. Okay, so I still outspeed the Groudon, so that's helpful. Psychic should be a 2-hit KO, but it's the last turn of terrain, so it might turn into a 3-hit KO. Incineroar, I would think, would probably go for a Snarl to lower its lower my special attack. Darkest Lariat, okay. That probably knocks me out. Ooh! Sweet. Alright. This is interesting now. So, technically I should go for Hex onto Groudon. But Incineroar is going to probably be a pain in the ass. So what I might have to do is I might have to A, go for the Hex on the Groudon because it can't protect. B, go for Moonblast and hope that Moonblast is a 2-hit knockout on Incineroar from this point. He went for the Protect, so he's still asleep. Get the Hex off, knocks the Groudon out, and now it's going to be a matter of, does this Moonblast KO in 2 hits and not proc Berry? That is going to be very close. Okay. So now I'm pretty much going to need a crit. The only thing I could have done there was I could have tried to put could have done Blind Hypnosis and try to put the Incineroar to sleep. So I'm going to need a juicy crit right here. Come on, crit. Get the crit. Come on, crit. Come on. Come on. Come on. And we don't get it. It was worth a shot. Get my wheel of fun out here. Let's see what I gotta do. Do 10 push-ups! Oh, God. Alright. Push-up Kim! Ugh. Need to see me here. And Snowball's gonna be in the way, too. There, 10 push-ups. Oh. Ugh. Got the push-ups in. Someone wants to say hi. Someone wants to say hi. Say hi, Snowball. Hi. I'm gonna let her go play. She's getting kind of feisty. Alright. Did the 10 push-ups. Not gonna explain anything. I mean, well, that battle I just, like I said, I could have gone for Blind Hypnosis. See if that would have worked. If you guys have any song requests from the list of songs on the game, I have them all, pretty much. Thinking of testing out, if the stream stays stable like this, seeing if I can push it a little more and have have different music in the background instead of this, because I have a way of getting the game music off, but the sound effects still on, and I could put other music in the background. I could put that code in chat while I'm waiting here. So find that. It is 6. Typing this in here for you. Got Japanese player 1633, so we're going to get screwed over, but let's see. All right, so the code I'm putting in now, this is the battle code. If you type that in, your verse code, whatever, it'll bring up a weird glitchy battle, and then after that, your game music will be shut off, and you can then have just the sound effects in the background, so you can put your own music on. It's great for if you're recording YouTube videos and you want to have different music on. I might use that for this stream to get other music on. But here we go into the battle. We have a QR team of Kyogre, Rayquaza, Incineroar, Koko, Crobat, and Ferrothorn. You're not hearing game music, or is it just low? It's low. I can turn it up. That better? I had to turn it down a little bit because yesterday it was like really overpowering my voice, so I tried to make it a little lower. Can you hear it better now? Okay, so... Okay, 25 seconds. I gotta figure this out through here. Okay, so he's got no form of Trick Room. He does have Tailwind. So we're gonna match Tailwind. We do the lead we've been doing with that. Again, I'm really gonna have to leave Mewtwo in the back. I mean, leave it out of the battle. I could have probably brought in. It probably would have done better against Kyogre because it does. Its Side Strike does physical damage, and Kyogre is physically strong. Yeah, I just turned up my volume to almost max on the DS. It's not fully max, but if you can't hear it, let me know. Play with my plug a little bit. Maybe it's in the wrong USB port or something. I might have to change USB port. Okay, so... So what I can do here is I can match Tailwind, and I can go for a switch into Groudon. Okay, let me try this out here. I switched it to a different USB port, so let me know if you're hearing it now. Might be on there now, possibly. Hello, hello? Maybe not. Alright. So I'm going to go for Tailwind, and I'm going to switch into Groudon. Okay. Maybe my cord's weak. Yeah, I have it in both of I have it in my DS and I have it in the right plug in my thing. Alright, so he switched out the Kyogre into Ferrothorn. That's actually really nice. But now, of course, he can just easily bring in... try to move it again. I don't know if it'll work that time. I have to go into my settings and just fiddle around with it a little bit. Okay, the obvious play here is for him to switch out the Crobat into Kyogre. So I'm going to go for a Taunt into the Ferrothorn, and I'm going to go for a P-Blaze. Try slightly pulling it out and see if that does anything. Taunt. Let's see if this works. Of course the Kyogre misses the P-Blades. Why wouldn't it miss the P-Blades? Alright. We're just going for it. We're just going for it. I'm Moonblasting and I'm P-Blading into the Kyogre. If it's max speed, God bless. There we go. Oh, probably won't KO, but let's see. No, doesn't KO either of them. Interesting if the water spout will still get me from that. Yeah, okay. At the very least, I got both of them pretty low, so they won't be able to get me, so I can bring in faster options in the back. Alright, so now I outspeed on both. Alright, so it'll be interesting if I can get Kyogre from this area of health. I probably have to go for a like a Hex into Ferrothorn and then like a Psychic into Kyogre. Or I can just, because I'm not going to be faster because I don't have the Adrenaline Orb boost. So I'm probably going to have to go for just a go for a Hex into the Ferrothorn and go for a Psychic into the Kyogre and then just hope that that's enough damage on both. Because then you got the Crobat in the back, which will obviously be wanting to set Tailwind again to get an advantage. Oh, he just protects. He's probably going to go for another, if this doesn't kill, he's going to go for a Gyro Ball into my Lele. Oh, it does kill, okay. So this should be free now. I mean, it could be a Sash Crobat, but you gotta think he brings it in here because if he has Crobat just alone in the back, it's not gonna do anything. So yeah, he brings Crobat out. What would he have in the back here? Potentials he has in the back is Rayquaza, Incineroar, and Koko. I'm gonna think he probably has Rayquaza in the back. So if he gets the Tailwind up, he's gonna want to like try to like totally screw me over. So I'm just gonna go for a Sludge Bomb into the Kyogre for more damage, and go for the obvious Psychic into the Crobat to at least bring it down to Sash if it has Sash, or maybe get the lucky kill if it's just not. Thanks, Austin. Thanks for joining. See you later. There's the Tailwind. Sludge Bomb is enough for the KO. Get a crit. There's the crit I wanted. And the Psychic. Let's see if that's enough. Sash, like I thought. And my wife's texting me too. Let's see what wife is saying. She's on lunch as well. There's the Rayquaza I was thinking. Alright. Okay, so most Rayquazas now are like are Assault Vest. So we gotta think that he's gonna have just I don't know. Let's just double protect. See what type of Rayquaza he is. And just hope he doesn't go for Swords Dance when I'm doing this. It's Delta Stream. There's Protect. And there's the other Protect. And he's probably going to do Super Fang and something. Taunt. Okay. Dragon Descent. Okay. So it's physical. What I'll probably have to do is just go for the double into Ray. Double into Ray and pray and see if it works. I hope it's not Life Orb or Banned. Okay, that doesn't matter. It's just going to kill me anyway. Let's see, this might actually be good. Because that lowers, so if this Moonblast kills, and it's Life Orb, okay. So if this kills, I'm in good shape. If it doesn't kill, I'm in bad shape. Okay, kills, so now I can pretty much get the Crobat, because it can't really do anything other than Super Fang, so this is pretty much should be GG, unless he has a surprise Brave Bird. There's no point protecting because he's just going to outspeed me anyway, so hope he doesn't have Brave Bird. Super Fang, yeah, it's not going to do it, obviously. So GG, we got a win finally. Let's see, my wife's texting me here while we wait for the battle to end. Alright, so that was cool. Another close battle. So I'm getting a little more used to this team. Still have a long ways to go. I don't know if the audio is still working. Let me go to my settings real quick and see if I can figure out what my audio is doing here. Okay. Maybe I have to add another thing for it. Hello? Okay, so my voice is popping up for the mic and the auxiliary. Maybe I have to add another source and see if that works. So 1 second here while I try to figure this out. Maybe it's my cord too, it's a possibility. I'll try putting this in and see if that helps with the music at all. So I get you guys some game music. Got 3 viewers now, I'll try to get some music in here. If this doesn't work, I will have to try something else. If any of you guys are good with OBS and want to give advice, that'd be helpful as well. Let's see, so I'm going to try to put my USB device in as a microphone and see if that works. Let's see. Okay, I see the bar with the game music on now, so you should have some game music now. If any of you guys can hear music, please let me know. That should be good. Alright, so let's go back to the games. Next battle. We got Josh W. from England, 1577 rating. Pretty standard team, minus that Thunderous down there. We got Xerneas, Groudon, Salamence, Finny, Incineroar, and Thunderous. So Thunderous also has Prankster. So getting Lele in would definitely be advantageous for me. Let's start texting the wife again. Alright, so I definitely get Lele in. He doesn't have his form of Tailwind is actually going to be Salamence this time, which I should still outspeed him, so I can easily just try taunting him and hope it doesn't blow me up in the face. Again, I probably want to bring Groudon in, and again, Gengar seems good because it could survive at least one hit from Xerneas, and it can do a lot of damage to Finny. Mewtwo, again, I don't really see doing well in this battle. One way I can see is if it was like a leading turn, maybe Bop and Xerneas with Z-move in its physical side, but I'm not going to try that. But it is fun using Mewtwo, I gotta admit, on the team, because Mewtwo's always been my favorite legendary. My favorite Pokemon is Charizard, but Mewtwo's always been my favorite legendary. I've been with Pokemon since Gen 1, so it's just been nice to see it finally get some usage and being successful. So we have Finny and Groudon, so didn't bring out his Salamence like I thought he would. So, and I can't put anything to sleep because of the terrain. I could at least go for the Tailwind and the Gravity to at least set Gravity up. Yeah, because then I can always exert pressure with Groudon and Gengar in the back with P-Blades and Sludge Bomb. Heal Pulse, nice. P-Blades. They'll all survive the losing cut, obviously. Lele, I still survive pretty good. So... I guess taunting the Finny would be a good idea, just to keep that from doing anything silly. And I should be able to survive another P-Blades, so if I go for a Psychic into Groudon, that'd be smart to lower its potential of surviving from my own P-Blades when I set that up next turn with Groudon. Icy Wind, okay, so that chip damage with the P-Blades might do a double. Yeah, well, it's probably just going to go for P-Blades to get double knockout, but then at least I can go for the P-Blades and the Sludge Bomb into the crit didn't matter, into the Finny, so I might be able to get a double knockout this next turn anyway. So we will find out. On the next episode of VGC Matters, we will see if I can get a double knockout this turn. Alright. So, then he has... What is he on the back? I think he's got to have the Salamence in the back. He's got to have the Xerneas in the back. Because... I mean, Incineroar could help him, but Yeah, I still think that's the best play. And Gravity's up. Gotta take advantage. Go for the P-Blades. Gotta go for the Sludge Bomb. And see if that does the double KO. Switches out. Incineroar, okay. -1. And you know he's going to try to do Icy Wind here. That's probably his only attack. I know sometimes the Finnies have Scald. And there was even a... I think it was actually the team that won Worlds. The Finny on that team was like full-on offense. It had like Z Fairy and had what was it, I think Scald, and had like all these other like the offensive moves. It wasn't the typical Finny of Ultra Series where it's all support. Okay, so now he can fake out my Incineroar the next turn. I mean, his Incineroar can fake out my Groudon the next turn, so I have to be very aware of that. Because he's probably going to bring his own Groudon in. Maybe he has Swords Dance, or maybe he's bringing his Salamence in to get another Intimidate. Or maybe he's just going to bring the Xerneas in, but if he does that, I can just put... No, I can't put it sleep because of the terrain. The Groudon comes back in. Okay. The question now is, the Finny wasn't fast enough to outspeed me, so I didn't get any speed drop. But I am at -1. But at this point, I should still be... I mean, he has 2 turns... Oh, I have 2 turns of Gravity, he has 2 turns of Misty Terrain. I have 1 turn of Tailwind. So I'm going to be faster regardless, but it's not worth losing my Gengar. So I'm just going to go for a double Protect to just survive the turn, basically. I mean, because I can't put anything to sleep because of the Misty Terrain. So that's why I'm doing that. Otherwise, I could just protect it with the Groudon and put the... There's a Swords Dance, okay. So, if he's max speed, then... Oh, well, look at that smart guy. You turning into the Groudon. It depends on what he has in the back. Is it Xerneas? It is Xerneas, okay. So, I know my Gengar is going to be faster. So I'm at -1. So, but -1 might be enough. We're gonna have to hope that it's enough. But what he can also do, he's not gonna switch his Groudon out. I mean, he might switch his Xerneas back out to Incineroar to guarantee that knockout. I'm thinking that he's gonna protect the Xerneas. So what I might do is just go for the P-Blades, and then also go for a Hex into Groudon, because Sludge Bomb's not going to be effective, just to get that extra little bit of chip damage that I'm going to need. Okay, so he's not even going to do that. I do outspeed, so I could have very easily gone for Sludge Bomb into that side. But nice to get the Geomancy up for free, so... GG on his end. I mean, he could have very easily just protected. He probably should have protected, because the Sludge Bomb play was obvious. I can still go for Sludge Bomb, because he'll probably just want to fake out my Groudon. Which is probably what I will do. Because now I'm at -2. So this is definitely at least a 2-hit KO with the P-Blades. It's definitely a 2-hit KO with the Sludge Bomb. I am at full health with both. So you can only outspeed me with the Xerneas, so... Gonna have to go for the Protect and Sludge Bomb and see what happens there. See if he goes to the Fake Out into my Groudon. Yep. Does he Moonblast? He just Dazzles, so I'll survive this, and I should get some good chip damage, and hopefully, being terrain is gone, I also get a Poison, which will be sweet. No Poison. Okay. So at -2, he has to Moonblast into my Gengar to get the KO, or maybe that was a low roll, but I'm assuming the way Baz built this, it was to survive like 3 or get a 3-hit KO on the Dazzling Gleam. But I'm going to P-Blades, and I'm going to Sludge Bomb, and we're going to hope for the best. Okay, so he is going to get the... Oh, he's not. Okay. Interesting. So this should get the KO onto the Xerneas, and single target, this probably still won't get it, but it will... At least he already procced his Berry, so I'll be able to probably get it next turn. Oh, he just kills it outright. Is that a crit? No crit, okay. The -2, I thought it would still not be enough, but good game. Still turned out good. Can anyone hear the game audio? I think we got 3 viewers here. Can anyone chat? Let me know if they hear game audio now. It should be on now. I have it as a separate input now, so it should be on there. But just let me know. Alright. What do we got next here? We got Kepto 1462 from Italy. We have Incineroar, Lunala, Xerneas, Kangaskhan, Finny, and Crobat. So we have 2 options of Faking Me Out, 2 options of Tailwind. We have Finny to totally bypass my terrain, and we have Xerneas who's Xerneas. So this will be a very interesting match. You can probably see either could be a standard Incineroar Xerneas lead, could be a Crobat lead to get Tailwind up. I don't see it being Trick Room. I mean, the Kang could be purposely very slow, and the Finny could be offensive. But I'm thinking it's more of a support, like the last one was. So we have to go with Kotlele, and then Gengar. And down again. Sucks I keep on not bringing P2, but I mean, it can't really do anything to Lunala. It resists its Psy Strike, and it's not affected by its Focus Blast. So other than setting Gravity, that's all I can really do against Lunala. Excuse me. Okay, Lunala Incineroar. Okay, so that's good. So it's probably going to go for Tailwind, or it'll go for its Z move into my Lele. Don't really want to give up the boost though. I might want to just protect to see what he's going to do. But I can definitely get the Tailwind off here. And then nothing in the back likes the Z move though, so I might have to just suck it up for now. I mean, he's got to go for matching Tailwind this turn though. It might be worth just breaking Sash and going for the Moonblast. I might just do that to at least break Sash. You gotta think this turn he's going to try and match Tailwind, and then next turn he'd use his Z move, if anything. I could totally be wrong, but we'll see. Might just go for a Z move here, but you would think he would just match Tailwind. Oh, you go to Z move, okay. At the very least, I can bring in Gengar now, and I can blow up Lunala, which will probably switch out. But then I can try to get a Grass Whistle off onto Incineroar. Unless it switches Incineroar in for Finny to block my sleep. We will see. That was obvious KO. I mean, in the way it's the right play, because, well, that's going to bring me to Sash. Again, I have to open the burn. Please no burn, please no burn. And we get burn. Okay. Kind of saw that coming. I mean, chances of that happening are slim, but welcome to Pokemon. So at least I have the Tailwind up, and he doesn't. So he either switches out Lunala and takes a Keyblades to whoever comes in, or he just takes the Hex and dies. But if that's the case, then single target Keyblades should easily get Incineroar as long as it lands. So what he has in the back, he does have Crobat in the back, but I don't see him bringing Crobat and Lunala both being able to set Tailwind. If anything, he probably has Xerneas and maybe Kang in the back. If he's smart, maybe Finny in the back, because this is obviously a sleep team. Well, not obvious until you play it, I guess. So, gonna go for the Hex into the obvious play. Go for the Hex into the Lunala. Go for the P-Blades. I mean, nothing is gonna like a P-Blades in his back unless it's Crobat. And there's Finny. Okay. So the Hex will get some minimal damage off. The P-Blades should get the KO because it's not no. But we will see. The Hex will get some minor damage off, and then we'll go for the P-Blades, and we hit. Okay, good. Okay, so we do get the KO, and hopefully that's enough to be above berry range for Finny. Yes, good, okay. So no berry proc, so that's good. So now you might bring Lunala in again, to which case I can always just P-Blades again and just hope it hits. Because that's Pokemon in a nutshell. Otherwise, we see what his fourth is, which is probably Xerneas. If it is Xerneas, I can always just Sludge Bomb into that side and P-Blades. It is Xerneas, okay. So, his best play is to protect Xerneas and go for a Icy Wind to lower my speed, to potentially get Geomancy up before my Gengar so it won't kill him. So I'm going to just go for it. I gotta do the Sludge Bomb and P-Blades and just pray that it hits Finny. And then he can always bring Lunala in, which might have Wide Guard. But then I can still outspeed the Xerneas and get a lot of damage off. Even just Fire Punch into it. Okay, he's going to let me do everything. Okay, so I should get the double KO here if it hits. And I miss the Finny. I get the... Importantly, I get the Xerneas. But now, question is, does he go for the... Obviously, does he go for Icy Wind? Icy Wind. And of course he hits both. So now, the problem here is that his Moongeist Beam is probably going to outspeed and KO my Gengar. Unfortunate, but that's Pokemon. So, the play here is going to be protect the Gengar, and I'm going to go for I guess I should go for the P-Blades again, because it's a 2-hit KO at this point on Lunala. And plus I have Tailwind. Oh, actually, I do. Sorry, I probably could have still outsped. Wide Guard, okay. That was my bad. I could have outsped. Okay. But now he has a choice. So I'm stupid. I should have thought that. That was my fault. But now he has a choice. Either he can lose his Lunala by wide guarding, and then take a. So he basically either takes a P-Blades or he takes a Hex. That's all there is to it. Yeah, it's one or the other. Either he blocks he either kills Lunala. I mean, Lunala kills Gengar, but then I get a 2-hit KO onto his Lunala. And it's just going to be a matter of... Okay. Alright, he's heal pulsing back on the Shadow Shield. Okay. Oh, that was stupid. Oh, but I do get the Finny there. So that doesn't really matter if he wide guards or not. It's really a matter of can he 2-hit KO me with Moongeist Beam. I'm betting. Yeah, I just gotta go for the P-Blades. I can't go for Swords Dance. I just gotta hope for the best. He's probably going to hit me, so I basically have to kill him with this. Yeah, so I have to kill him with this. Oh my god, that was so close. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So my win condition here is just hope he screws up and goes for wide guard and I'll just fire punch into him. But he's probably gonna win. That was totally my fault. I should have still gone for the Hex when I saw the Tailwind turn. Totally my bad. What is the Wheel of Fate gonna bring me this time? Dab. Alright. There, I dab. Okay. I deserve that dab. That was disgusting. This is why you gotta pay attention to the game at hand. Because then you screw up things like that, where you see obvious things like that there's Tailwind left. I don't know. Live and learn, battle's over, let's go on to the next one. Waiting for a battle. Hope you guys can hear all the audio okay again. Hoping the game audio is working. I can't hear it on my side, but hopefully you guys can hear on your side. Got Japanese player 1485. Have interesting team of Kyogre, Tuatapamaru, Rayquaza, Greninja, Lele, and Incineroar. So it's double Fake Out with Lele. Greninja, probably mixed set. Sounds fine. Oh, cool. Thanks, May-J. Appreciate it. He's probably got mixed Greninja. Usually a lot of the Greninjas that you see now, if any, are going to have like Gunk Shot for Xerneas. But plus he's obviously going to have like, Dark type moves for Mewtwo. This is where it would be advantageous if I could get a gravity up to get the Greninja with Focus Blast. So I might bring Mewtwo to this battle. I still want to get the Tailwind up, so I'm still going to go with my Lele Whimsicott. And then I'm probably going to bring in Groudon for the weather. And I'm going to bring in Mewtwo for hopefully getting to get gravity up with Lele and get the Focus Blast. We will see. How's everyone doing today? Waiting for all those battle animations and stuff to go off. So we got Todekamaru and a Rayquaza. So, fake out obviously can't happen. Question here is, will Rayquaza go for Rayquaza things? Could Dragon Ascent into my Whimsicott, maybe hoping there's no Sash. But I really need to get gravity up. He probably thinks that I'm Scarf Lele, which is very common right now. So there's a good chance he switches Rayquaza out into something that can take Moonblast a lot better, like, say, either his own Kyogre or his own Lele, or maybe even his own Incineroar. So I'm going to see if I can get the free gravity up, because I'll need it for the rest of the match, and then go for my Tailwind. And then if he protects, I can always, because he's going to stay in. Yeah, he's either going to protect or he's just going to say, screw it, I'm going to go for a Dragon Ascent anyway, and that's going to be that, and then I'm going to kill something. Which will probably happen too. So he might nuzzle. He might nuzzle into something. Let's see, he's going to set Tailwind as well, okay, cool. So we have double Tailwind, so that's at least positive. But he does nuzzle. Okay. So now he's going to be able to get me, but I get the gravity up still. And then I have matching Tailwinds. So, now the question is, does he protect or does he just stay in and try to go for my Lele? I mean, Lele already set up the gravity for me, so a switch in would be advantageous anyway. I could go for the Grass Whistle into Rayquaza along with the Moonblast. I might actually do that, because he's going to be faster than me because of the paralysis, and just overall because he's faster anyway. But let's just see if I survive. He's probably going to nuzzle the other side to Encore. Okay. That's cute. Yeah. Probably should have seen that coming, but I didn't, so okay. So at least I'm still faster with the Whimsicott, so he can't Encore my Whimsicott. So I'm going to bring in the Mewtwo to get some serious damage off, and I'm going to start Moonblasting into this Rayquaza, because he can easily wake up this turn, and Dragon Ascent me, so hopefully he stays asleep, because this Moonblast is probably a 2-hit KO. Because Whimsicott, even at max special attack, is still kind of pitiful. If he's smart, he's going to nuzzle into my Mewtwo, because the switch was kind of obvious. He nuzzles into Whimsicott, okay. Alright. So now, the question is, he has 2 dark types in the back, plus a Lele, all of which will soak up a Psychic. Do I go for Focus Blast? Or do I just... I think I honestly go for Focus Blast into the Todekamaru. and I just go for another Moonblast into the Rayquaza, because he's probably switching into something that can eat that up. Okay, he's not. Okay, so I could have gotten a free KO there. So either he stays asleep, or... Sturdy, okay. Wakes up, okay. So that was a pretty ballsy play on his end. I mean, he really should have just switched out, because I could have easily just side-striked into it. But he wasn't at the cot anyway. So let's see if I will be able to... So Nuzzle again, okay. Saw that coming. So, yeah. Nuzzle's annoying. I have it on my side too, so... Tailwind is out on both sides. Gravity is still up though. So I could easily go for a Keyblades, which nothing in his back will enjoy. I can also predict a similar switch-in on either side. Question here is too, does he have Earth Power? Or is it just a purely physical Rayquaza? Because he's going to outspeed me on both ends. He can always do a Super Fang and then an Earth Power. Nothing stopping him from doing that. He can also stay in, but Gravity only has one turn left, so I have to take advantage of this Gravity turn, or else I'm going to be screwed anyway. So yeah, we're going to go for the Side Strike, and we're going to hope that he doesn't just Super Fang and Earth Power me. Custep Berry. Oh my god. Seriously? You gotta be kidding me! Why do I get all this weird stuff? Alright. So now, he's gonna outspeed me. I was paralyzed anyway, so it wouldn't matter. But the Gravity, I would have gotten the Ray if he didn't have Earth Power. But he most likely doesn't have Earth Power, because if he had Earth Power, he would have revealed it there. Greninja, okay. So he's gonna double outspeed me here. I mean, best bet is to go for the Z move. Yeah, let's go for the side strike into the Ray and protect. I have a feeling he's going to just try to double into my Groudon, because that's obviously the threat, and it's a full health. And I don't think he's special, so he might try to do both metal. Okay. That's the thing too, so I should have done Z move then. Smart. But at least this lowers the special defense and defense, so Fire Punch at this range has a chance of getting me. He's also Fighting type currently, but he's going to outspeed me, so he can easily just use a Dark type move again to block any Psychic move that I have coming his way. So Moonblast, regardless, would be the best option into Greninja. I can see him potentially protecting Rayquaza again. But I think I'll just do a safe Fire Punch into the Rayquaza and hope that with the Sun and the -1 that it's enough at that point to get the kill. But he's going to Z poison into my... You gotta assume Lele, because it's not going to do anything to my Groudon. So again, it's going to be a matter of, does he have Earth Power? Because Dragon Ascent would be a 2-hit KO, at least. So, let us see. Tailwind, okay. Well, his Greninja was going to outspeed me anyway. His Rayquaza was going to outspeed me anyway. So let's see if this kills. Okay, that does kill. Okay. So his Greninja was going to outspeed me anyway. You can't use Map Block anymore. For those that are watching, you can only use Map Block on the first turn. Figure out. It's kind of like a fake out type move. You can use the first turn out. However, there's Kyogre, so it's just GG. So he has speed advantage plus the weather advantage, so that's just really the game. So you can just like use like water gun or some weak ass water move, and it would just like kill me. So I'm just gonna run away. Because there's no way I'm gonna survive any type of water attack that's coming my way for that. Spin wheel, let's see what fate has for me today after this battle. I am going to dab again. What do I dab again? Alright guys, I gotta take a restroom break. I will be right back. Alright, I am back. Do you have any football fans out there? Anyone thoughts on the first week of the season? I'm a Steelers fan, so it's kind of disappointing. You probably see above me here, I have a little Steelers painting behind me here. The first game played in Huntsville. Lewis 1500 rating in France. But yeah, it's kind of rough to get the Patriots in the first week, especially in their banner raising game when they're all pumped up. I know the Patriots are typically like more vulnerable, like in the first game, but that was just a disgusting game to watch. Anyway, we got Incineroar, Sakataka, Gastrodon, Salamence, Xerneas, and Groudon. So we have a pretty obvious Tailwind / Trick Room setup here. Whimsicott can taunt either way. So rather than get the Tailwind up, I might just go for the taunt, which can also work out with the Xerneas and get the Lele out again to block any fake out. Again, Groudon's good with P-Blades for a lot of its team. Focus Blast would be awesome against Sakataka. So I will probably leave Gengar out of this again, and we'll go with Mewtwo in the back. Let us see. I'm still getting used to this team. For those of you who just joined, I'm trying out Baz Anderson's regional winning team from last weekend. Obviously, I'll never be as good as Baz, and obviously it's his team, so he's going to be the best at it. But we're going to give it a shot and see how we do. So, he has the potential of... so he's probably going to go for the Tailwind, and he's probably going to Ice Beam into my Cot. Or there's the potential that he goes for a Hyper Voice and a Ice Beam to get my Cot outright. So what I can do is, I mean, at the very, it might be better to actually just go for the Tailwind here, but he might have something in the back that I would love that. I mean, he's got to switch out the, you got to think he's going to switch it out. So I'm just going to taunt the Salamence, that way if he does bring in Stakataka, that also blocks the potential of a Trick Room. So either Tailwind or Trick Room will get blocked on that side, or he just protects. That's like the worst case scenario there. That sucked. Z ground. Yeah, that's one of my Lele. Probably killed it too. Oh well. Good. Survive. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Alright. One thing I can do here now is, if I wanted to, I can go for the Grass Whistle and Gravity on the Gastrodon. See if that does anything. So he's probably going to switch the Salamence out into something that doesn't enjoy a Moonblast. Like Stakataka maybe? Or Incineroar? Okay. So at least we'll get the Gravity up. Does he protect on that side? No. Okay, so we have a 91% chance to put him to sleep. And again. Okay. So obviously he can't fake me out because I'm in terrain. But Lele, I mean, it's nice to have the speed there. You may want to get the Tailwind up, because he already revealed 3 of his Pokemon, and he doesn't have Stakataka revealed. He didn't actually have any sort of... He didn't reveal either of his Restricteds yet, which again are Xerneas and Groudon. So you gotta think he's gotta have at least one of them in the back, and he left Stakataka on the bench. He's not gonna not bring any Restricteds. So if I go for the free Tailwind here, and then just go for some damage here into the Gastrodon. He's probably going to think that I'm going to... Oh. I guess he's not scared of me Grassy Whistling that side. That does half. So he's probably going to Snarl, I would think, to get... Yeah. To get the KO on Lele and lower the damage output on Whimsicott. Okay. So that's smart on his end, but I can go for Grassy Whistle next turn. Gastrodon stays asleep, so that's fortunate. So he doesn't have... So he definitely has Earth Power. So what I might do is I'll probably have to double into the Gastrodon. If I do a P-Blades and a Moonblast to that side, we should be in good shape. I'm just very wary on if it'll be enough to get him from half with 1 P-Blades. I mean, should? Because I have gravity up still, so he can't just freely bring in his Salamence expecting to miss the P-Blades. I mean, that's just... it's really close, but usually they're really bulky. I mean, it's a lot safer to just honestly go for the double into the Gastrodon to get the chip, plus get that. He's going to intimidate me anyway. Okay, so that makes sense now. Or if I did just go for the P-Blades, that would have most likely missed the KO. So hopefully this combination... Okay, he protects. Oh my god. At least it's not going to miss because of gravity. Okay. So even at -1, it still did that much. So, I mean... I still have to tail him for 2 turns. So, I'm definitely going to still be faster. I mean, it just makes sense to double and do the same thing again. I mean... What he's probably going to try to do is probably try to get either another Intimidate off, like he's doing right here, yeah, or he's going to get another Tailwind up. But he's trying to survive a -2 P-Blades plus Moonblast that's at -1, and get me with Earth Power. But he probably has Expert Belt that lowers his special attack. That should definitely get it, even though it's -2, it should still get it. Okay, cool. I still have Terrain, so Incineroar still can't... Well, no, never mind. Terrain's run away. I still have Tailwind, but he can it definitely is a Fake Out option now, with his Groudon. So, that -2 is going to be, I mean, it'll still get the Incineroar, it still has the Salamence in the back and get another Intimidate. Might be wise to... They can't protect on Whimsicott. I have Mewtwo in the back. One turn of Tailwind. 1 turn of Gravity. Let's try to get the Grass Whistle off onto the Groudon, and let's switch into Mewtwo, and hope that he goes for the Fake Out into the Groudon slot. But if he's smart, he'll just Fake Out and Fire Punch into the Cot. Okay, fakes out in that slot, avoids it, okay. He does Fire Punch into that slot. So there we go. Okay. At the very least, I can blow something else up now. He's probably going to bring in his Salamence again to get another Intimidate off to start getting my stats down again. And I gotta be careful because now there's no gravity, so I can't hit him anymore. He has nothing on his side. Safest thing to do is go for P-Blades. We know at -1 it'll still get the Incineroar, so he's probably going to switch that side out to the Salamence. And then he might protect the Groudon. Is he getting up? I'm just gonna go for the Z move. I can't risk him knocking out both my Pokemon. I mean, because he's easily gonna survive the -1 P-Blades. I mean, if he's smart, he will just go for a protect here. Okay, yeah, I had to though. I mean, I couldn't risk him going for the P-Blades into me. At least get some chip damage off. So if I wanted to, I could go for a gravity and another P-Blades. Yeah, it doesn't do much at all. That sucks. And I can't just go for a side strike into the Salamence because he's probably just going to switch into Incineroar again, you would think. Best bet is to double into it. Hope he doesn't switch that side into Incineroar, or else that would be really bad. Okay, he's not switching, and he's obviously not protecting, so he's gonna hopefully protect on the Salamence side, seeing an attack coming its way. Okay. So this should definitely double edge. Okay, survive that. Hit the ground on good. Okay. So now I have to double protect here. Another option is I can go for a blind Focus Blast into the Incineroar here on the next turn. And just hope he doesn't have Z. If he has the Z move, that's going to suck. I mean, I could just go for a Fire Punch into the Salamence and protect Mewtwo. Because you know he's probably going to protect Salamence next turn. Because he's going to see my chance to attack then. Okay, good. So, what does he go for? Hyper Voice. I should survive that, and he'll be... see if his Fire Punch will go off at what, -2 as a critical hit. Okay. Burn though. Nice. Okay. See, I earned that. After all the bullshit I've gone through this whole stream, I earned that. But if that didn't burn though, I could have gone for an attack into the Salamence and still gone for P-Blades and hope that it would have knocked it out. For now, I'm just going to go for a Gravity P-Blades is the safest thing right now. Because he can't knock both my Pokemon out this turn. So safest thing is just Gravity P-Blades. Because if I miss both attacks, that would just suck. Because that way, if he knocks out my Groudon, I can just go for the Focus Blast. But yeah, luckily it knocked it out. That single target helped out. So we won that one. So GG Lewis. But yeah, if he somehow survived that, and he basically had the win condition on either side then, because then second P-Blades at that point would have killed. If Groudon was left, and if Mewtwo was left, then a Focus Blast would have got it. So that was definitely the safest play to make there. So good to get a win under our belt again, finally. I hope to do better with this team because it is a very fun team. I did try Baz's 2016 Gravity team quite a lot back in 2016, and I tried it again briefly in I don't think it was an Ultra format. It was I don't know, it had to have been because of the red orb. Yeah, so it was an Ultra format. It wasn't as strong, obviously. 1474 Julio from France as well. Okay, so we got Salamence, Koko, Kyogre, Lunala, Metagross, and Incineroar. But yeah, it wasn't as strong. I mean, Kyurem was fun. I mean, it was also fun to use Sableye with Kyurem. That back when Double Dragon was popular, when people were just starting to use Ultra Necrozma with Salamence. It was a fun, cheeky way to kill both with Blizzard after getting Gravity, so that was pretty fun. But anyway, let's get into this battle here. Again, there's a form of Fake Out available. What I might do here is, in case he doesn't bring the Fake Out, go with the Lunala counter of Gengar and Togedemaru. Then I can always go for Lele in the back to block Fake Out if needed. And then, again, I don't really see a use for Mewtwo in this battle. Groudon seems to be better. Only thing is I have to be sure to get, because there's two forms of Tailwind on this team, so I have to be sure this works. Because if he sets Tailwind, then it's going to be a quick game, and I'll use it quickly. But let us see what happens here. Alright, it's now 1:06. I can probably shoot for like about another hour until I can kind of get out of school. Okay. This could be very interesting. Okay, so he has the ability to read this, protect on Lunala, and go for a kill. Most of the time, Metagross doesn't actually use Zen Headbutt because of its accuracy, but does use Stomping Tantrum. So that could be a thing. But Lunala is the bigger threat. I can see a potential protect on Metagross and a Tailwind. So I'm going to just go for the Hex and the Nuzzle onto Lunala and see if we can get that off. Doesn't switch. See if it's negative Metagross, most likely is. But I would think he's got to protect there because he knows I outspeed. And he knows that typically I shouldn't be able to kill him with Shadow Shield. And it's very unlikely he knows that Togedemaru is Scarfed. Okay, good. So we're going to get this off. So the Nuzzle's going to get the Shadow Shield. Hex should then get Lunala. So that worked. Got rid of Lunala, but did not protect. So Hammer Arm. Okay. That actually works out because he's Scarfed, so it's nice to get a free switch in. Lele could be nice in case he brings in his Salamence. Okay. This actually works too, because then I can just bring in Groudon and just totally screw him over. But his defense has got... the Hammer Arm is just speed, so if he was already slower than my Gengar, now he's definitely slower than my Gengar. Metagross does know Skill Swap, I believe, but he's slower now. Then he should be slower than the Kyogre unless he somehow built it like that, or maybe I'm overthinking it. But I should be able to just go for the Hex onto the Metagross and switch into my Groudon. And this probably won't kill the Metagross, it'll probably be a 2-hit KO, unless he has like no bulk at all. Even with no bulk though, I think it could still be a 2-hit KO. Just because of Mega Metagross is like just standard bulk that it gets from Mega Evolving, but because I've done Shadow Ball before at max and have it not kill, so I'm assuming Hex will not do that either. But I'm hoping he can just use the water move to evaporate and then I still survive. But he can also just use Stomping Tantrum on either side. and ruin my day. So we'll have to see what happens here. Just going to protect with Kyogre. That's smart. Hex should take it below half. Yeah, okay. Meteor Mash. Alright, so he predicted that I stayed in with the Lele. Okay. So now I'm in very good shape. He has to switch out with the Kyogre. There's still potential for him to have that Salamence in the back, so I can't just willy-nilly go for a P-Blaze. But he might have Incineroar in the back as well. But he definitely has to get the Kyogre out of here just for the weather. So what I can do is I could try to call that switch in, get this Metagross off the field, get Lele back in here to get the Adrenaline War boost from Incineroar or Salamence switching in. Then I'll be faster, and if it is Salamence, then I can get the Moonblast off. So he should switch here. He didn't switch. Oh my god. Oh, this goes for Ice Beam. If he went for a water move there, that guy's God. He's just a god. Okay. So, yeah. Have to go for that there now. Have to get the Groudon back in. See, I don't know why you don't switch there. I could have very easily just gone for P-Blaze and taken like your Kyogre down to like half health. And the Ice Beam would have done nothing to me. I mean, I don't see why I did that, but... It seemed like a pretty obvious switch to me. I'm saying. But again, that's why I'm like, sitting here in like the low 1500s or whatever. Goes for the double, doesn't get it. I get the X. Probably gonna go for Ice Beam again, because I mean, that should have been another obvious switch back in. Okay, good. Went for the water attack. So now I have the weather advantage. He can't switch out. So unless he has something with skill swap, that's gonna be GG. Coco is most likely gonna outspeed me. So the safe thing to do here would be to protect in case he has a Z move, like Z Thunder, Z whatever, to get that blocked, and then just go for a P-Blaze here. So if he has a Z move, he's going to use it right here. Yep. Okay, so that blocks the Z move. I should still get, as long as it hits, I should get the Coco. Because obviously it's not Focus Sash, as it revealed its Z move. Okay. That still did a hell of a lot of damage. Okay, I hit, so... So now we're just down to the Kyogre versus most of my team, but of course I missed the Kyogre. Does a little bit of damage. A lot of damage, holy crap. Alright. Best thing to do is to protect the Groudon here, because he knows that he has to, if he has any chance of winning this battle, he's got to knock out my Groudon. So it gets the forfeit's okay. But best thing to do there would have been just get as much chip damage off as possible. That way, in case my P-Blades missed again, I won't get like knocked out, and then he has ability to use water attacks again, and then he could have just Origin Pulse and double killed me. So we have to see if that was going to happen or not, because it turned out good. So, nice. To 4 viewers again, nice. I hope you guys are having a good day. Thanks for joining the stream. Hey Craig, what's up? Craig, there was a he has a YouTube video that has the move set. I will actually post the I'll put the paste on here too. He released a YouTube video, and then someone was nice enough to put a paste on. But there's a little asterisk to this paste though. There's no posting of the a nature on Groudon, but it is Jolly. And on the paste it says Prankster on Whimsicott, but it's actually Chlorophyll, which makes sense because of not being able to use Prankster moves in Lele's terrain sucks, so it was actually a good idea. So I'm going to see if I can post this link. I don't know if I'm able to because of Nightbot, but let us see. Being I'm the host, I would hope I would be able to. AC241C 988D5F6. Okay, so there's the paste of the team. It should take you to that. Again, when you look at the paste, there's no ability listed for the Groudon, but it is Jolly. There is... what else is here? It looks wrong. The again, the Whimsicott is listed as Prankster, but it's Chlorophyll. I'll also get a link of the YouTube video to you. 1 second here. Just find this. Thanks for the follow, Craig. Appreciate that. Good to see that my follow thing works. Alright, Gravity Intensifies is the name of the video. He posted it 21 hours ago. The link, post onto here 1 second. Gonna do Y, T, U, Z. That should be the link to the YouTube video. Yeah, that next link should be the link to the YouTube video. So there, in case anyone's interested in trying this team out too, there's a paste and there's a YouTube video. Highly recommend watching the YouTube video. He goes over his thought process of building each of the mons he put on the team, as well as a brief synopsis of how his run went. He did go like 10-0 undefeated in the tournament. He only lost 4 games overall. I think he was like 20-4 or something like that. Ridiculous, but very happy to see him do well with the team. He's really master. I mean, him and Boyd, the two of them together, they're just like gods at team building. They come up with like the coolest stuff, and even though it's like hard for schmucks like me to do well with them, it's just fun to at least try them out. So there it is. The links, have at it. Share it on social media if you have it. Just let as many people know as possible. It's really cool. Just share it. Of course, the more we share it, the worse we'll do with it on the ladder, but whatever. We're just having fun with it. I'm waiting for the next battle. Even though I'm winning some games, losing some games with this team, it's still a lot of fun. Balthazar, 15-21 Italy. We're getting a lot of European players now, which is cool. You're seeing a lot of Japanese players, but European players are cool too. We have a QR code team of James Bake's team, looks like. of Xerneas, Incineroar, Tornadus, Kyogre, Kartana, and Amoonguss. And if it is indeed a QR of his team, we know that the Tornadus is pretty bulky, and Z-move. The Amoonguss is Sash. The Kartana is Assault Vest. Incineroar's Berry, and Kyogre and Zern are just what you think they are. So he's most likely going to try to get Tailwind up first turn or go for the Z-move first turn. So usually whenever I see Tornadus now with this team, I'm going to go with Whimsicott to at least match the Tailwind, and then go with Lele, so in case there is an Incineroar, it can't just fake me out. And then just picking out options in the back. Usually when there's a Kyogre, you want to get the Groudon out. And then, I really don't like the Mewtwo in this, just because it is frail. So the Gengar would probably be the best option. And we will go with that and see how it goes. And if you're watching my stream yesterday, when I was on my first stream yesterday, I was using James Bake's team yesterday, and same thing, did okay with it, won some games, lost some games. That's a fun team too. It's a little more standard. Still pretty fun to use. Didn't really use Kyogre much in this format, but I really like Kyogre. I really like Kartana. Assault Vest Kartana is still very good because it has like those 4 offensive moves that if you're running another set, you're trying to protect or detect, you have to lose one of them. So Assault Vest is nice because you can keep all 4 of those moves because they're really good for all-around coverage. Okay, so he's definitely going to try to either get Tailwind up or he's going to get the Z-move off. Question now is he just going to go for a Smart Strike into my Lele? I'm just going to Tailwind, and I'm going to go for the Protect. That way, in case he goes into my Lele with the Z move, I'll get protected from it. So he's not... Okay, he's not going to go for the Z Tailwind. He just goes for Hurricane outside of the rain and gets it. So good for him. So he's probably going to go for the Smart Strike into... Okay. So now I have the speed advantage, so either now he goes for Tailwind to match it, or he just gets screwed over. See, I can't, well, I can taunt him, but I mean, being I'm not Prankster, I can't outspeed him to get that, so I think I can just double into the Kartana pretty safely, and go from there and see if that gets it. It is Assault Vest though, so we will see. So he does go for... Okay, so if he... Whatever Mon he KOs here with Smart Strike, I can bring in the Gengar in the back and go for the Xerneas. This will be close-ish. No, okay, never mind. So it gets into the low, so he does go for... So what I can do, I can actually... This works out, I can I can taunt the Xerneas. And I'm still outspeeding. I can actually technically bring in the Groudon. I can be a little risky here. I bring the Groudon in. He can always just bring his Tornadus in though, and that's pretty obvious. I mean, I might as well just go for the Gengar. That way I can easily get the KO onto the Kartana, get the free taunt onto Xerneas, which again, this is why Chlorophyll was picked as the ability instead of Prankster. If this was Prankster, I couldn't be taunting right now, but being it's Chlorophyll, I'll still outspeed the Xerneas. So I'm going to Mega and Hex into the Kartana, which at that range, it's a neutral hit, should get the KO. And you will see. Okay. Then do we get the taunt off? We get the taunt off. Because now he cannot Geomancy, which he's probably tried Geomancy. Bedazzled, okay, smart. Alright, well that at least just gives me a free switch in the other side. Which you gotta imagine he's gonna bring his Tornadus in here, but I have to bring in Groudon here. But now he can't protect, he can't switch. So it's basically going to be a free Sludge Bomb. But what he can easily do here now, too, is Tailwind, and then he probably has Kyogre in the back. So then he'll outspeed, which will suck. So I might have to go for, let's see, how many turns of Tailwind I have left? I have 1 turn of Tailwind left, 2 turns of Psychic Terrain. He can't protect, he can't switch. Tornadus can't switch. Might be nice to just let the Tornadus, okay. I'm just going to Fire Punch. I'm going to Fire Punch into the Tornadus, and I'm going to Sludge Bomb into the Zern. Because now I have to try to stop Tailwind, have Tailwind end. Wow. Okay. So I was actually hoping it would have survived that, but not so lucky. So now I can just bring in his Kyogre and win. That sucks. So I was hoping that the Tornadus would have survived, like barely. That way I could have just stalled out Tailwind and they couldn't switch, and then by the time Tailwind kill it on the turn Tailwind ends, so Kyogre could have come in. And now I gotta hope for a triple protect, which is. Or if he just uses Origin Pulse instead of Water Spout, but if he's smart, I'll just Water Spout. Because I have, 3 turns of Tailwind, and my Tailwind's up. So I have to triple protect here, basically. See what he's going to use. Just go for the Xerneas, why not? He might just Dazzle. Should survive the Dazzle, I think. This. Yeah. Water Spout, though, yeah, that's it. And a crit, which didn't matter, right? So my only win condition now is to get triple protect and then get a P-Blades off and get a crit onto Kyogre, which all is very unlikely to happen. But for theater purposes, we will attempt it. Don't even get one. That's it. That's GG. What do we got here? For those of you just joining, I have a wheel spin widget which use whenever I lose, and I try to see what crazy shenanigans I have to do. So let us see here. Gonna scream. Ah! There. It is frustrating. I originally had Scream Fuck on there, but I don't know if there was like kids that are gonna be watching this, or I want like my child to be flagged if I didn't put a mature audience thing on. So I don't know, whatever. Just screaming for now. But yeah, it's maybe it would have been better just to avoid the Tornadus altogether there and just. But then there would have been a chance that the Zern would have died anyway, because that was a really, really close roll. I mean, it just hung on with one, but it could have not hung on with one, and then died, and then it would have came out anyway. Maybe the best player would have been to Hypnosis Hypnosis something. But again, I didn't have gravity, so probably wouldn't have hit. Or maybe just like if I fire punched into the Zern just to get it lower, and then like Hex or Sludge Bomb into the Tornadus to get it a little lower, and then protect and stall out Tailwind that way. Who else are we going to play? Got about 45 minutes left till I have to end the stream. Hope you guys are having fun. If you have anything, if you wanted to see like something else other than Battle Spot, I mean, let me know in the comments. I can always like do shiny hunting or something. Alea VGC 1552 from Italy, with a very interesting team: Aromatisse, Mawile, Kyogre, Incineroar, Finny, and Lunala. So if this team doesn't scream Trick Room, I don't know what does. So again, the lead I've been using a lot, which is funny because when Baz, if you watch the video that I put in the description there, or in the chat, he said that the lead he brought most was Mewtwo Gengar. I don't think I brought that lead yet. I mean, he's obviously going to be leading Incineroar plus Lunala, but what he could do, because if he bleeds Aromatisse, I don't think I can taunt that. If it's ability, I don't think I can taunt it, so that could be interesting. If that's the case, I might have to just try putting it to sleep. But yeah, so then Gengar would be good, and Groudon would be good. And get him leaving Mewtwo on the bench. Because I guess the reason why Mewtwo and Gengar was the most common lead for him is the Gengar is not max speed, it's like missing max speed by 1 point, where Mewtwo is max speed, so it outspeeds by 1 point, gets the gravity off, and then you can Hypnosis and trap things in. And there, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, the lead. Okay. So he can't fake me out, but I don't think I can taunt the Aromatisse because of its ability. So the best thing I can do is try to put it to sleep so it doesn't get Trick Room up. But he can easily predict that and switch in Finny to stop the Grass Whistle. And Grass Whistle has to hit too, but it's not like guaranteed to hit. But that's going to be my best bet because I really don't want Trick Room to be set. Because if Trick Room gets set, then I'm pretty much screwed. There'll have to be a lot of protecting. Okay, I get the Grass Whistle. Let's see if the Incineroar goes for a U-turn. Yeah, U-turn. And then he's obviously going to try to go into something that he was probably originally going to go into something that would have been awesome in Trick Room, but now he's going to be like, oh, fuck, now I can't set Trick Room because I'm sleeping. So that's basically going to be his play, probably, is going to be protect whatever comes in, so he can get Trick Room up safely and then outspeed me. Lunala. Okay. Alright. I can, however, taunt the Lunala. But it might just Z-move into my Lele. Because it is still semi-fast. Might be better to just do that. Get Gengar in. We'll go for that. This could be the worst play in the world, but we're going to try to get Gengar in. That way we can minimize the amount of switching going on. Protect, okay, yeah, he's going to protect that side, hope to wake up and hope to get Trick Room off. Does he wake up? Wakes up, of course. Why me? So this is the only problem. Like, again, I said this like a while ago, but the problem I have with gravity hypnosis and all that is like, you know, they're gonna get that first guaranteed turn of sleep right away, so they have the chance to wake up immediately the next turn. So it turns into a game of do they get second or third turn sleeps. I can't protect. Best bet here is to just try to get the Lunala to sleep and protect. And still have Shadow Tag so it can't switch. On the Aromatisse side, he can switch on the Lunala side because of Burst Typing. So if he's smart, he'll just predict to protect and go right into my Whimsicott with, like, Helping Hand, whatever. Ally switch. Yeah, that's probably the smartest thing you can do there, too. So he has Moongeist Beam, probably Z-move. You gotta think it's the Trick Room and Wide Guard variant with Protect. But I have no choice but to bring Groudon in because I need some more pressure here. So he could just Wide Guard and then what does the Aromatisse do? Like nothing. So he's probably gotta go for the Z-move. The best bet's just to maybe sack Lele, because Gengar is going to be better overall. Because Lele can't really do anything against the rest of the team. So best bet is to go for a maybe even just a Swords Dance. How many turns of Trick Room are left is 3 turns of Trick Room. It's Swords Dance and switch into Lele. This is what I can do then. I can protect on the second to last turn of Trick Room. And then the last turn of Trick Room, he's probably going to do that cheeky thing where they both use Trick Room to start Trick Room over again. Okay, so he's going to go into my Groudon then. Or is he just going into the Lele? Okay, just going to Lele. Okay, cool. So that's a free KO. Now here's where it gets interesting. So there's 2 turns of Trick Room left. I have to hope that he's going to do the thing where he uses double Trick Room. I mean, like Gravity's almost out too. Psychic Terrain's almost out. He doesn't have anything that flies, but I can see him trying to do double Trick Room. So if I protect this turn and protect again. I mean, it's the best thing to do. I mean, let's see. Then I gotta hope that he does the double Trick Room thing next turn. Ally switch. Z move? Probably Z move. Yeah. Okay, blue Z move. You guys will get coffee, come back in like a minute. This will take a while. Alright, so he already wasted his Z move. I gotta think he only has Moongeist Beam, because that's been the thing now with Lunala lately, is you all support and one attack move. So if he is going to go for thinking I'm going to double protect on both to stall out Trick Room and go for double Trick Room and then just kill me, that would be the opportunity where I can go for the P-Blades and then go for the Hex into Lunala. So I'm going to P-Blades and I'm going to Hex into the Lunala and hope for the best. Hope he doesn't wide guard, basically. But Aromatisse is most likely a melee support option. Helping Hand. Moongeist Beam. Okay, so he's going to try to... I mean, I think he's going for my Groudon here. Because the regular Moongeist Beam will just get my Gengar out right here. Yeah, okay. So this Hex isn't going to kill. Yeah, game audio's on now. Yeah, I did, I added a source, Austin, the game music. I put it to the top of my list of sources, so looks like it's working again. Still doing so-so, winning some, losing some. About to lose this one again. It's got totally destroyed. It's a freaking Aromatisse team. Mainly he got one turn sleep, so I couldn't really do much with it. He got the free Trick Room up. Only thing I can do here is just like go for the predict of the ally switch Trick Room and see if I can at least get something, but no, I'm not even gonna get that. Oh well. Get my wheel ready. At least the wheel's fun. I've been using the wheel a lot for all the times I've used. Let's see what the wheel says now. I am going to blame RNG. And I just blamed RNG. One turn sleep is bullshit. There shouldn't be one turn sleep. I think they should make sleep just guaranteed 2 turns. That way, I mean, you can at least plan it out better. I mean, that way the people that complain about getting 3 turn sleeps will stop complaining. The people that complain about, like me, getting 1 turn sleeps will stop complaining. Just standard 2 turn sleep. You know how many turns you have, so you know how to play around with it. But that's just me. But I work for Game Freak, so that's not going to happen. So let's go to the next battle. Got about another half hour or so I can stream till I got to go pick up my kids from school. Hope you guys are having a good time. Maybe we'll stop seeing Lunala Incineroar so I can actually do the intended lead for this team. Any other suggestions for the wheel, please let me know. I only have a few things on there right now. I'm still thinking of other things. Porygon ZVGC, England. New field condition like Calming Twilight could ensure 3 turn sleep. Yeah, that's good too, awesome. Just, 3 turn sleep guarantee would be cool too. Alright, so the fake out option this time is Smeargle. Again, looks like a very Trick Roomy team. We got Necrozma Dawnwings with Smeargle, Groudon, Stakataka, Mawile, and Ferrothorn. So again, this team screams Trick Room with 2 potential setters, technically 3, if you count Smeargle as a potential setter in itself too. Necrozma, Dawnwings, and Stakataka, the 2 obvious Trick Room setters. And it's probably Brave, Min Speed, Groudon with Mawile to do Mawile things and Ferrothorn to do Ferrothorn things. Fortunately, no rain mode, so I feel I'm free to do Fire Punches into the Steel types. So what I can probably do, there is Intimidate with the Mawile, but he's probably going to try to do a Smeargle lead with the Dawn Wings. I guess the safe thing is to go with the lead again. And Gengar and Groudon. Mewtwo sits out once again, but whenever there's fake out, I'm terrified of like them just faking out the frickin' Mewtwo, and then my Gengar just like does a hypnosis and that misses, and it just is going to end bad. So there's the lead I thought was going to happen to Necrozma Smeargle. He's probably going to try to fake out Trick Room, most likely. Could even be Scarf Fake Out, but it's not going to matter because of Lele. But of course now it can also do Follow Me, Trick Room as well. There's the potential of that. And plus Whimsicott is going to be faster. So there's no point going for Tailwind because the whole team's probably slower than mine. I can hope to go for Taunt and have him screw up, and then worst case scenario, the Taunt just goes into Smeargle, and then I can go for probably Gravity because I want to keep Smeargle on the field at that point. If he goes for Z-move into my Lele, then whatever. But yeah, he's just going to follow me, probably Trick Room. I don't see him just going for Z-move. He's probably just going to Trick Room because his whole team is Trick Room. Okay. So now Smeargle is going to have to switch out next turn, which means that if he is going to use his Z-move, it's going to be now. So I could get off the cheeky Grass Whistle onto the Necrozma and then do a Protect to block some of the damage from that Z-move, which is still going to hurt. We'll be able to see. Yeah, this team is definitely very weak to Trick Room. His Baz built a lot of these mons very quickly. Explosion. Or he could do that. Great. Oh my gosh. The bullshit I have seen in this stream today is just mind-blowing. No pun intended. Okay, so no Z-move. Will he go to sleep? Don't go to sleep. Alright, and unfortunately, being we're in Trick Room, there's still one guaranteed turn of sleep on that end. However, I'm going to be screwed into getting probably obliterated by Sack Attack on something. So, he can either Rock Slide or Gyro Ball. Most likely he's going to Gyro Ball, and you would think he's going to Gyro Ball into my Lele. So there are, how many turns of Trick Room left? There's 3 turns of Trick Room, 3 turns of Gravity left. I've already burned my Protect. I mean, what I could do is I could just go for the Grass Whistle on the Stack Attacka and switch in my Groudon and hope that he stays asleep and hope that he goes to sleep. There's the Groudon on that side, okay? So now it's going to be, does he go for Gyro Ball into my Whimsicott like a champ? He will sleep. He also has potential of Wide Guarding. But if I get him to sleep, he'll be all forgot. Then I could also try to protect and put Groudon to sleep. But I mean, at that point, even if he does do a Rock Slide, even if people look at me substitute, that's cute too. But, however, Grass Whistle is a sound move, and sound moves go through substitute. So, ha. So, what I can go for is, because there's a possibility, we don't know what this Groudon is. We don't know if it's special or if it's physical yet. If it's special, this Groudon doesn't have much bulk into it. It's mostly max speed, well, not max speed, but it's, actually I think it is max speed Jolly. So, I mean, it's just going to die to an Earth Power. So, I mean, my best bet is to try to put it to sleep. Maybe it's Eruption, we don't know, but I'm going to Protect anyway. See what happens. I'm hoping that it goes for a P-Blades and that I survive the P-Blades and get the Grass Whistle off. Earth Power, nice. Okay, so it is a special Groudon. So now, question now is, does Stakataka wake up and go for Wide Guard? If it does, I'm just going to cry. One turn of Gravity, one turn of Trick Room. Probably got to bring something stronger out. So I bring Gengar out, I could stop them from switching around, get P-Blades going, break the sub, and get about half damage off onto Groudon. Still gets its guaranteed turn of sleep. Still asleep. Alright, so let's see how much damage this does to the Groudon. It definitely will hit for the Gravity. Does like 80%. So basically what all the Stakataka can do now is wake up and go for a Wide Guard. So what I'm going to do is go for the Hex onto the Groudon so that it definitely gets knocked out. And then go for the P-Blade, so in case it doesn't go for Wide Guard, I get that as well. But it's probably going to try to go for Trick Room and hope for the miss, which I could miss now because Gravity's going. Brings in the Necrozma, who is asleep, so this Hex is going to suck. So his option now is to hope that this P-Blades misses. Bye, Necrozma. Please hit. Please hit. Thank you. No Shuckleberry either, so that's good. Alright, so then this one should be in the bag then. Because we got Speed Groudon and he still is asleep. So we should be able to get this one. Because he's special, so if he does have Eruption, it's not going to do as much damage because he's already really low. And Earth Power is not going to get me either, so there's a chance he's just going to... Okay, staying in. I thought he was going to disconnect for a second there. So this one, we should probably see him forfeit here. See, I have games like this where I destroy people, and I have games that I get destroyed, so... You know, it happens both ways. There's the forfeit, so GG. So yeah, that was actually, it worked out. I mean, I guess it was just the fact that he didn't go for the Cot, and that I landed all of my whistles, which they each have like a 9% chance of missing, which in Pokemon is more like a 90% chance to miss. Alright. Probably have time for one or two more battles before I have to get my kids. Hope you guys are still enjoying yourselves. Let us try some other battle music. We'll go the other direction here. Anyone keeping up on the Pokemon Sun Moon anime that's in the finals right now? If you know the result, please don't spoil it. I know there's apparently an episode title out there that reveals the winner. Cerebi was nice enough to block that episode title, so we don't know who wins the fight. But there still isn't a winner. I'm not going to spoil it, but there still is not a winner. So hopefully we will see that in the next episode. We have Leo VGC-CR. It sounds more like an invoice than a trainer name, but okay. We have Lunala, Nihilego, Rayquaza, Finny, Koko, and Incineroar. Again, we have after he lost in his Cycle Garbage. Yeah, I mean, I think it's either way, because, I mean, if Ash wins, good for him. I mean, he finally wins one, but, like, if Gladion wins, it's like, how is that possible? Because in the games, he's supposed to, like, lose and then go to the Kanto region to train. So, either way, it'll surprise me whoever wins. I was just happy to get to see Metal in the last episode. That was pretty hype. Anyway, gonna go for the same thing again, where I'm gonna block crap, because I'm gonna assume he's gonna try to go for the Tailwind. The whole Todekamaru and Gengar thing is a great idea, but Incineroar is still there. So, I mean, unless you just switch in Lele to block the Fake Out and then go for the Nuzzle and then hope he gets fully parried, then you just lose. Finny and Incineroar, okay. This was a very common lead a couple months ago, like the beginning of Ultra Series. It's a good lead. It blocks, status. And watching that thing in the anime gave me nightmares too, how quickly it went down. But it was nice to see it in action. Okay, so he can still fake me out. I mean, he knows I'm not Scarf now, obviously, because of Reward. I mean, I may as well go for Protect Tailwind. I mean, he could probably go for like a Light Screen, Fake Out Light Screen here. Would be smart on his end. So it might be better to go for a Taunt onto the Finny and go for maybe a Moonblast just to get some damage off. With Gravity. No, don't go for Moonblast. Get some damage off. This guy's 1600, so he probably knows what he's doing. Makes no Fake Out. So you could Incin Z into me. Taunt hopefully won't stop him from using any type of Light Screen. I call it the Light Screen each turn. I used to do the same thing. I used Finny and Incineroar for a while, and I always just would go for like Fake Out Light Screen or U-turn Light Screen or whatever Light Screen. It was good. So this is where he's probably going to want to set Tailwind here. Because his team didn't really look tricky, they looked more Tailwindy. Where everything wants to be fast. So Finny might switch out, being it can't really do anything except for Icy Wind. So I'm going to just go for the Tailwind, and then I will try to bait out the Z move and Protect here. There's a chance he just uses the Z move here to get my Lele. Or just goes for the move by itself. Tailwind. Does he go for Icy Wind? He probably goes for Icy Wind. Moonblast. Okay. So this is a more offensive Lunala. Okay, so I probably die now if I don't switch, but it sucks to lose the +1. But at the same time, I mean, you don't want to. So what I might want to do is just we taunt the Lunala, bring in Groudon, because Gengar would just die. Basically, either of my Psychics would just die. So it'll still hurt though. I mean, it's special. It's Lunala. If he Z-moves, I'm just fucked. So this could be the worst play ever, but we'll see. Because you gotta think he's gonna maybe try to Tailwind here to match my Tailwind. Just move that speed down. At least he didn't Z-move. That'll probably take me like half. A little under half. Does he double into me there? No, just doesn't. Okay, fortunately I die, that way I can bring in some offense instead. Taunt more off. Does he plays taunting us, so he can't go for any crap. So he might go for his Z move. I need the chip for Hex to work though, so I think Lele? Actually, it might. If I bring in Gengar, I can always protect. We hope that he just uses the Z move now. That way I can at least get the, yeah. Gonna protect here, because I still have two turns of Tailwind, and he's taunted, so he might switch and try to set Night Screen. So if I get the P-Blades off here, I could get the chip I need for Hexdorp if he switches into Incineroar. So that's going to be -1, but then I can always switch the Lele back in to block the Fake Out. Because then even at -1, should be at a point where I can get him. -1 probably also actually helps me by keeping the damage above Berry proc level. So it should be a little less than half this does. Okay, actually it doesn't do more than I thought, so it brings it into his Berry. But that's good knowledge, so this should KO. Light Screen, I don't care, I'm just going to P-Blades. So, even though this is pretty much an obvious play, I know that Lunala doesn't know Live Guard, so I'm going to go for it. We're just going to do the obvious play of switch the Lele in and go P-Blades and hope everything dies. And we go from there. Probably reads it, but I mean, he either switches or they both die. Or P-Blades misses and I get mad. Those are all the options right here. But I mean, -1 should still be good enough. It's gonna be close, but from the damage that was from the last one, it's getting me optimistic. Okay, protect. It's another move I'm not used to seeing on Finn. Miss, of course. It's the game we play. 5 viewers, hey! How's everyone doing? Excited to get a new viewer on. For everyone new to the stream, using Baz Anderson's recent regional routine from Sheffield this past weekend. Missing people just like he did. He's probably going to outspeed me here. And he's getting my tailwinds up. He has Light Screen, so this is going to suck. Yeah, this just sucks. I mean, my best bet is to get at least a little bit of chip damage off onto Lunala, and I guess protect here, just in case he tries to predict my Lele protecting, and then go for Incineroar. Okay. So you can try to get the train back. Hopefully he goes into the Groudon, but with this switch in, I'm assuming he's going for the Lele, and predicting to survive the... Yeah, okay. That missed right there. Yeah, because that limits me, but now... Because then you can always just switch Finny and again just fake out. Because this Hex isn't going to do anywhere near the damage it's going to need to do. But I still need the chip damage on it just to have hope. Or I can go for the Hypnosis, blind Hypnosis into it. Which I might actually do, to be honest with you. Just to see if I can get that. Because I think that's going to be more valuable. Because then... Is that Choice Scarf Lunala? I think that's Choice Scarf Lunala. Because he went before my Gengar, and I don't remember seeing him using Tailwind at all. So that's Choice Scarf Lunala. So that would explain the lack of Z-move. There goes my chance to put anything to sleep. I just gotta make sure this wasn't actually Tailwind. Yeah, there's no Tailwind at all. He's just Choice Scarf. So that sucks. So he's gonna win, so... Alright, and time for one more battle. See what this wheel spin says here. Explain why I lost. I lost because of Choice Scarf Lunala. And missing that P-Blades definitely hurt, because I would have probably brought it to like half. I mean, you're going to assume that if it's Choice Scarf, it's going to be maybe a little on the bulky side because it doesn't need all of its speed EVs, but probably fully invested in special attack to take advantage of the speed advantage. But yeah, that's why I lost. The last battle of the stream, Titus from Italy. I think we got like just Europe and Japan. Alright, we have X-Ray, Incineroar, Amoonguss, Finny, and Nihilego. Alright. So it's probably going to be similar where there's potential for the same lead. So I'm assuming Amoonguss is only there for if I have a Xerneas, so he's probably going to not use Amoonguss. Probably just going to use the same lead again. Of course, you can always go Rage Powder, but of course if he does that, I would lead Whimsicott. I can still taunt the Nihilego and go through that. No, screw it. I'm going to go for the intended lead this time and see what happens with that. Because my Psy Strike would destroy the Nihilego in that case. Yeah. I'm just going to go for the intended lead of this team for the last battle and see where that goes. Hope everyone enjoyed the stream. If you have any requests or anything for future streams, please let me know in chat, or you can follow my social media, which is up in the corner there. Let me know on Twitter, YouTube, which I haven't posted to in like an eternity, Discord. I will type that in while we are waiting. There's my Discord if you want to join my Discord. I've got Instagram and Facebook, which I don't really use that much. Mostly time you can find me on Twitter. That's where I hang out most of the time. Okay, so what he will most likely try to do, and I might be totally wrong, he might try to fake out my Mewtwo and Trick Room. So I am going to Psy Strike into Nihilego, pray it's not Focus Sash, and switch into my Leia. And hope that is good enough to get up in this match by 1 mark. It's obvious play, but we will see. There's the Fake Out, and there's the Psy Strike. Please no Focus Sash. Please, please. Okay, good. Yeah, I figured most of the time Nihilego's Z move or Life Orb, but the way the streams have been going, I would not be surprised at all if that was Focus Sash. So let's see what we're going to do next. You gotta figure one of his 2 restricteds is coming out. Or Finny. So that means he only brought one of his 2 restricteds, either Zern or Rayquaza. You gotta figure he probably brought Rayquaza out to do the cute little thing where he can come in and then Finny can scald it. So what I could do here is you can double into Finny. Or I can protect and get my gravity up. So I can't play him to sleep, but I might need for Rayquaza, but I think I'm gonna just go for the Z move into Finny and then go for gravity so I can Focus Blast and Incineroar the next turn. Okay. Let's see if this is good enough. It's not terrain boosted, but it's still gonna hurt. If anything, he might try to Light Screen, and then Incineroar might just be turned into like a Rayquaza or something like that. Okay, so it's no Berry, so it might be Z move on its own. There's Light Screen, which I'll still be able to kill Finny from that range, you would think, because it's Snarl. Okay. Might not get it though. We know it's not Berry. So I can go for the Focus Blast into Incineroar and go for the Moon Blast into Finny to hopefully either get the kill or get a Ray Switch. Let's see. Please be Rayquaza. Thank you. Alright, so this should, even at -1, still hurt. And the Focus Blast should still hurt. Probably do about half at -1. Not even. Oh, crap. I think it might be Assault Vest. Oh, there's Light Screen too, that's right. I'm stupid. Alright. So, I still have all 4 Mons. Let's see, if I go into Groudon, I'm going to lose the weather because then he'll Mega afterwards. So, it might be better to just go into Gengar, prevent switching. And then just go for another Moonblast. Just get its health down as far as possible. You can always go for another Snarl, I mean, the Incineroar might go for an E-Speed to try to get the Mewtwo I'm looking for. But, well, it's probably a Dragon Ascent, most likely. See, as I can bring my Groudon out, and I can have the Crunch. Okay. That's a thing, too. And now you can't use it. So that means it's most likely Assault Vest plus Light Screen. Okay. So now I can bring out Groudon. And I have... See, he probably has Earth Power, though. So if he has Crunch, he probably has Earth Power. Even if I brought Mewtwo back out, I mean, with that Light Screen, wouldn't have done as much. Speaking of Light Screen, we've got 2 turns. There's also the potential that it was like a, whatever that, the Light Clay, I think it is, whatever it extends the Light Screens or whatever, it could be that as well. Which it doesn't show that. So I'm going to, wait, how many turns of, I have 2 turns of Gravity left. So I'm going to Protect here just to see if he has Earth Power. And then I'm just going to keep going for Moonblasts into his Ray. Bringing the Finny in. Now the question is, does he have Heal Pulse? There's the Earth Power. Okay. See, one of these being a crit would be appreciated. I mean, there's a special attack drop, though, so that might be what I need to survive. At -1, I should still be able to survive that. Then we'll go for the Moonblast and the Finny. Okay, so he's just gonna withdraw and get the... Just smart, because now he can use his Crunch again on my Gengar, and now I get the Speed Boost. Could be key. Like, it was Barry, I just was that close to proccing it. That sucks. Let's see if this is good enough. Gets the Incineroar. But doesn't get the Finny. Wait, what does the Finny do? Icy Wind. Okay. So that brings... I mean, I was going to be outsped anyway, so, I mean, it doesn't really matter. So what I could... That brings me back to neutral speed. So... Gengar has the ability to probably get Ray from here. Light Screen's over, so he has to end Light Screen. Because I can just knock out Ray from here, from this level. So the best thing to do is to just... And I have... I don't have Gravity anymore. Best thing to do is to go for the P-Blades, and try to get the Finny, and then also go for the Moonblast into Finny, I guess? Because if he gets Light Screen, that's going to suck. But you kind of... I don't think it's enough to get Finny though, so I'm going to go for the Ray. See the Dragon Ascent, okay. So this might be good then. So it again depends on, because he's probably going to survive. That lowers his defenses. So even if he has light screen up. Scald, okay. Okay. Critical hit, probably didn't matter. Alright, so we're down to Mewtwo versus the Whale. I thought I had Gengar for some reason in the back. Oh, so stupid. Mewtwo will still outspeed. And he used Scald. And I already used my Z move. So I think he's got to go for the... He's probably going to go for the Extreme Speed Scald here. Because he can't protect. So I'm just going to have to go for the Ray and hope I survive both hits. I'm not going to survive that. So, if he goes for Scald, he's probably good. That's my only option because, I mean, I couldn't survive 2 extreme speeds. Oh yeah. GG, that was a close one. Last wheel spin here, see what we got. Gonna dab. Okay, end of the stream dab. So, time to end the stream. Gotta go pick up my children from school. Last thing I need is getting a call from my wife. Why is the school calling and asking why the children are running around not being picked up? So I don't want that. So I'm gonna go pick up the kids. Hope you had a good time with the stream. Next time I can potentially stream would probably be Friday morning, because I close again at work. I work in the middle of the day tomorrow, so I can't really stream tomorrow. So give me more time to practice with this team, get better with it, so I can actually start winning games and use my wheel spins less. But I hope you guys had a good time. If you have any other recommendations for the stream, let me know. Please give me follows up on their social media with Twitter, anything else up there. Follow Discord, and see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.